Hello again, sports fans, and welcome to Cable Channel 15 TV. And it is Greyhound football, and it is playoff style. The Newport Greyhounds on a very, very, very cold Friday night in Newport, Randy C. It's a cold night for the Hounds and the Bulldogs from Star City.
Absolutely cold in the 30s, probably freezing by the time the game's over. Lucky thing, there's not much wind and there's no precipitation, so that makes it a lot more tolerable, I'll guarantee you, because I've been to some of those games where it wasn't that cold and you have rain and wind and stuff, and it's more uncomfortable. So hopefully the weather will not affect this game tonight.
It's a little unusual, and we talked about this before before we came on the air. Of course, the pregame show brought to you by Arkansas Steel Associates at 2803 Van Dyke Road. Randy, we're playing a 5 seed. We're number one, and as a number one, you earn the right to play a team that's a 5 seed in some other conference. This is a quality football team and could have won their conference.
Absolutely. They beat Dollarway, who won the conference, is one of the top teams in the state, obviously. Usually, like we were talking before the game, usually I was kind of really didn't like it when they started putting 5 seeds in the playoffs. I didn't think most of the time they deserve it. But this team obviously is one that probably can compete for a state championship. And, we just got to play really, 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 really well tonight to win this football game.
Colton Willis, Gunnar Bullard, and Kyron Stafford, the captains for the Greyhounds. Kyron Stafford would like to wish his grandmother, Miss Linda Reed, a happy birthday today. It's Kyron's grandmother and Jay Reed's mother, so happy birthday to Miss Linda Reed, and also happy birthday to Tina Reynolds, Michael Reynolds' mom, and also birthdays today. But Randy said we're about a minute away, and you get in the playoffs. We've said it for many, many years. All the 28 years been here. Survive and advance is what it's all about.
It's all about. It's all about tonight's game. Coming in this game, Star City comes in at 7-3. One common opponent. They beat Lone Oak 31-18. 13 points. We beat Lone Oak by 22. So that's a good comparison there. They beat Lake Village 60-6. Beat Mills 56-25. Beat Monticello 48-23. Then played a great Warren team and lost 46-21. Lost to Hamburg 37-20. Beat Dumas 28-7. The shocker, they beat Dollarway 24-20, and then they beat DeWitt 42-20. And last week, the surprise is they lost to Cross at 34-33 in a game to decide the 4 or 5 seed.
And there was some talk statewide about whether or not that they held up in the CrossFit game to get the 5 seed because they thought this might be a better draw for them. You look at it in the bracket, I mean, it looks to be the case, but you're playing high school football, you don't lose to anybody on purpose.
I just don't think you do that at all. It does. I mean, you see where they have to play, if they would win tonight, I mean, they'd have to play Warren, so, or not, no, excuse me. In the other bracket they would have.
Right.
So, they would have to play Warren in the second round if they were in the other side of the bracket and getting that confused. But, so you could see a little bit of that. I just find it very hard to believe.
A small crowd for the Greyhounds. I mean, you talk about the temperature, and really without the wind, it's just, of course, we're up here out of the elements, and any wind will be out of the east or out of the east-northeast, and so it'll be at our back, and so it won't even be hitting us in the face. And it's real cold. You can see your breath. Dan Klepeshka joins us once again. Shane Hutchison, Mr. John Miner, Mr. Jeff Ellis, all in the press box with us here. And let's hope that the Greyhounds can earn an opportunity to continue on, and we could play home next week and home the week after that if we win football games. But you got to win football games.
Even the fourth one, couldn't you, if you were the higher seed, I guess. So, you could go all the way. So, anyway, just got to take it one at a time, though. It really doesn't matter about anything past tonight. We've got to play really, really well to have a chance to win this football game, I think.
Yeah, we do not have a Star City roster, but we do know that they have some football players that some are being recruited by the University of Arkansas and some are being recruited by other schools, some Division II prospects, but you really don't know what you get other than a quality football team. I was talking with Mark Hansley this afternoon. He said their offensive, defensive lines are big, they're strong, they're quick, and they're good.
Yeah.
He said, but I like our game strategy. I like the plan of attack. I think we can do okay with these guys. I think it'll be a high-scoring affair.
I hope so. Hope we score a lot, that's for sure. Hounds won the toss. I think we won the toss. I know we're receiving to start the game, so got to make something happen with that football when you do receive.
I'm excited about it because it's playoff time, and again, 28 years in a row for the Newport Greyhounds, like 35 out of the last 36 years. That's a phenomenal streak. 1 year that we didn't go, 1 year. But anyway, it is 28, and the Hounds are dressed in their black and black with orange helmets and ready to roll, baby. Kickoff brought to you by Brian Smith, Farm Bureau Insurance at 206 North Harwood Street, 523-8946. Brian Smith at Farm Bureau Insurance.
Got Ben Collier deep. I think that's the first time I can remember him being deep. Also Charlie Bell back there. Star City, I think, has an outstanding kicker. I think he is a soccer player, as we've talked about that so many times this year. They do a lot of things in soccer programs that really make those legs a lot stronger and makes for a great kicker if you can find the right one.
Well, when you get playoff games, a lot of times these games are decided by the turnover margin, and that's not the case all the time, but it is usually, mostly is the case. But I don't think what happens here early is going to really dictate how this football game is going to go. If Newport would get up a couple of touchdowns, I don't think that the game's over, and I think the same thing with those guys. They get up a couple of touchdowns, the game's not going to be over. Both these football teams can score the ball.
Yeah, well, one thing I like about this Newport team is just we've shown the ability to come back so many times this year. I can't like to go through and count how many times we've been down in a game, sometimes maybe just 7 points, but we've been down several games this year and came back to win it. So, that's a good sign that this bunch does not lay down.
We're about ready to go. My tag team partner for the last 19 years, Randy Klepechka.
Star City to kick. Kicked it fairly deep. McCabe Cordell fields it at the 22. McCabe 30. McCabe outside. Good job of fielding and running by McCabe Cordell. Good field position for the Hounds at the 36-yard line.
Well, McCabe did a great job of fielding the ball, as you said, Randy, and pretty good field position for this Hound offense. It's a little cold, and you don't know how you respond. We've worked in the elements all week. It's colder than obviously been all year. We did play a cool game against Greene County Tech early. They had a little wind, but nothing like what we got going on here tonight. But very comfortable. The kids are warm. They're ready to go.
They're ready to go. They're not worried about that. Gunnar Bullard's your quarterback. Carl Turner, the running back, to his left. Gunnar fakes and throws it screen and almost picked off. One of those big defensive linemen, and it went right in to one of his hands. He tipped it and couldn't hold on to it. 2nd and 10, Newport from the 36.
Yeah, you got to get a little bump on those guys, and we didn't get a good enough bump, but the pressure was coming. But the Hounds had a play set up, but, yeah, they're big up front.
Love those screen passes, but, boy, you just got to execute them. Carl behind Gunner now, 2nd and 10. Colton Willis in motion. Motion by Carl, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty for Newport. Make it 2nd and 15 back at the 31.
Sambone is back this week after last week's absence because of a stomach virus.
Statler's back, looks like.
'57, Deshaun Anderson in on the left side along with Big Jesse, 62.
Hayden Schultz, the center.
Caleb, 51, is back, as you mentioned. Hayden, the center, yeah. Hey, offensive line back intact.
McCabe Cordell out left. DeAndre Elston also back after being out last week and part of the game before. A wide right. Carl outside. Carl, 35. Carl, nice gain up to about the 38-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. Again, the penalty really hurts you, makes you 5 yards further back, but a manageable 3rd down and 8 from the 38. They're going to spot it at the 39, it looks like. We'll call that 3rd and 7.
So important in the Hounds running game that we can get on some cornerbacks and get some blocks. We've been able to do that all year, and that's given us some extra advantage to get the football to the outside. Our wide receivers have got to block well.
Again, McCabe left, Elston right. Gunner straight back. There comes the pressure all day. He's got a man wide open. 45. Inside the 45 to about the 42-yard line. Colton Willis with a reception. 1st down, Newport.
You give Gunner a chance to throw the football, and he'll find the open receiver. The Hounds are going to have to throw the football. These guys are going to play 8 in the box, and they're going to challenge the Newport offense on the running game, the rushing game. They're going to challenge the Hounds to throw the football.
Best protection of the year on that play, I think. Gunner had plenty of time, and when he has it, he's going to find somebody. You can't guard somebody forever. 1st and 10 from the 42 of Star City. Then 2 tight ends. Colton in motion. Hand off to Carl. Carl cuts back to the right. And he's still battling. He'll get maybe a couple of yards depending on the spot, probably near the 40-yard line. 2nd down, and we'll have to call that 9, I believe.
Yeah, we don't have a roster again, but, boy, their 3 down linemen from nose tackle to tackle are all huge, big, strong. Don't look like there's an ounce of
No, they look like college players.
They look like college
players. And I think a couple
do.
of them probably are headed to college, maybe all 3, but 2 of them are being recruited, I know. 2nd and 9. Carl tries to get outside. Not much there. He'll get just inside the 40-yard line. Gain of 1. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 for Newport. Inside the 40, about the 39.5-yard line. Look for the Hounds to throw it again. Hopefully we can get great protection from that offensive line.
Well, these guys on their defensive line they're coming across and they're making some stalemates at the line of scrimmage. And when you do that, there's not going to be a lot of room to run.
3rd down and 8. Charlie Bell in the game, along with McCabe out to the left. Gunner, straight back. Throws a little tunnel screen to DeAndre Elston, but played well by Star City. No gain on the play. It'll be 4th down and 8. I think the Hounds will punt it, but you don't know. We've shown the propensity to go for it in these situations.
9 minutes to play, first quarter, no score. A stellar defense. Well, they've just got athletes out there, no doubt. Hounds will punt.
There comes the punt team. To establish field position here. When you receive that ball to start the game, you need to either score or establish field position. Hopefully we can do that with a Charlie Bell punt. He's averaging 33.5 yards, so that would put it at the 6.5.
I'll take that.
I will too.
You got a block.
Golden to snap. Good snap. Charlie, short kick. It'll take a little bit of a bounce, but it'll be about only up to the 32-yard line. Good field position for Star City at their own 32. 8:25 to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless.
Randy, say you hope that the offense can get you some better field position than that. It's just a kick off the side of the foot by Charlie. But, overall you start, 32-yard line. That's about as well as you could if you were kicking off the football. Hound defense is going to be undersized right here. A huge offensive line for these guys. Let's just see if the Hounds can handle them with their quickness and speed.
Sometimes quickness is the great equalizer, so we'll see tonight. Hooten's magazine lists the weakness of Star City as a lack of team speed. I don't know about that. We'll find out during this game, but hopefully that is true. 1st and 10. Motion this way. They'll hand it to him on the jet. Pretty good run up to about the 39-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play. 2nd down 3.
Jordan Mabry in at defensive end. Jesse's in the ball game defensively. Deshaun's in one of the interior positions. McCabe in the secondary. Darren Roddy in the secondary. Keith Washam in the secondary. 10, Ben Collier in the secondary. Of course, Kyron and Colton are the linebackers.
Jordan Neal with a start, number 6. Motion. And off straight ahead. And he's out of there. And Darren Roddy will make the tackle. Hopefully run him out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. We just couldn't make the play. Had chances to make the tackle and couldn't.
Well, that kid just did a great job of using the stiff arm to his advantage. He stiff-armed a guy at the line of scrimmage. Then he stiff-armed again when he got in the secondary.
All spotted at the 27-yard line.
7:35 to play in the first quarter. Star City on the move. Boy, they're big up front. They're huge.
Yep. Biggest offensive line probably we've seen. We've seen a couple of big ones, but they weren't, I don't think, this athletic as this bunch. Earlier in the year, Nettleton, Greene County Tech, but I don't think they're just as athletic. Hand off inside. Played pretty well by the Hounds. Willis and Stafford. No, Willis and Mabry on the tackle. Give him 2, 2nd and 8.
Well, that's what you need on first down is, less than 4 or 5 to set up a 2nd and 8 for these guys. A little crowd getting a little bigger on the other side. People continuing to filter in.
It's a pretty good crowd, especially on the west side of the stands. 2nd and 8 for Star City at the Newport 25. And off inside, he slips. The turf makes that tackle. Be 3rd down and 8. A long 8 for Star City. Let's go defense.
And I think that was a read play, and the quarterback was acting as if he was real disgusted because he probably read it incorrectly. And they may come right back to him running the football to the top of the screen to their left.
Star City likes to run the football. Even though they spread it out, they love to run it. Have not thrown yet. We'll see on this down. 3rd and 8. Quarterback drops back. There comes the heat. Willis unable to make the tackle. Throws it deep, has a man open. Incomplete. Great play by McCabe Cordell. Great coverage, 4th and 8.
Tremendous coverage by McCabe and great heat coming from the Hounds. Colton Willis almost there with a sack.
Good job by McCabe staying with his man. You know, the quarterback rolling out. Sometimes you got that want to come after the quarterback, but he stayed with his man. 4th and 8, big play for the Hound defense.
Yeah, almost 9, really. Got to stay on sides here, Randy.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully we'll get some heat. Colton had the beat on him, just couldn't quite make the play. Here's some noise from those Hound fans. That's great. Quarterback rolls out, throws it to the sideline. He has it complete. And again, boy, they just battle. Hard to tackle those guys. Up to about the 12-yard line, be 1st and 10 from the 12 for Star City.
Just a timing pattern that time. The kid knew exactly where he was going to run the route. The quarterback throw the football right on the cut. It's a big-time toss and catch from those guys on 4th down and 9, so they win the first 4th down and long situation in the football game.
Schultz in, Jesse out. Star City looking to their coach for the play. 25-second clock, plenty of time, 15 on it. High snap. Handoff inside, and not much there. Played well by the Hound defense. He gets nothing. They're going to call him at the 12, it looks like. Thought he may have got to the 11, but he spotted at the 12, 2nd and 10.
Deshaun in there on the tackle that time, and we actually missed him in the backfield, but he didn't get much further than what he was going to go to. Right there, 5:20 to play, first quarter, no score. Star City threatening. 2nd down and 10.
Big 4th down conversion. A couple of plays ago, extended this drive, 2nd and 10 from the 12. Motion. They give it to him. Played well by the Hounds. Make a tackle, and we do. Good job by that Hound defense, swarming defense. That was Jordan Neal. Keith Warsham on the tackle.
They just tried to take it wide, and the Hound pursuit is there. Hound's not as big as these guys, but look like they may have a quickness advantage. Brings up another big down right here after the loss.
Got to get to the 2, so 3rd down and 13. Let's go defense. Ball at the 15. Quarterback rolls right. Looks to throw. Just has to throw it away. Be 4th down. Another big 4th down for this Hound defense.
Well, the Newport
they're going to kick a field goal.
Is very, very vocal. I like that.
That's great. Again, Star City from Reading and Hootens has an outstanding field goal kicker. He's a soccer player. And this distance is nothing to him. Be about a 32-yarder.
But you don't play soccer in the cold.
Well.
Or do you?
I have no idea. I think you play it in the fall. Yeah, it's usually pretty warm when they play it, I think. Ball down. Kick up in the air. It looks good. And it is good. And with 4:18 to go, Star City leads in the first quarter, 3-0.
Randy, I think when those guys converted on the 4th down and 9, and they got the ball inside the 20-yard line, we all drop our head a little bit and go, golly gee, it looks like these guys are going to take it in. But the Hound defense battling on 1st down, battling on 2nd down, great coverage and on 3rd down, and force these guys into a field goal. So I think it's a win there. I mean, 3 points is not going to be anything in the football game. It may be the difference in the football game later on, but I think it's a plus and a win for the Hound defense to only give up 3 right there. Greyhound football brought to you by, you just name the sponsors tonight and throughout the playoffs. Newport Food Mart, Newport Shell, who has the fried chicken out on the highway, and Robert Turner at 1420 McLean Street. Dr. Gavin McDowell, customized vision care in the Village Mall. And Newport Technology Center, your Radio Shack dealer, Highway 367 north of Newport, and Arkansas State University, a great place to start. 4:18 to play here in the first quarter. The Hound defense gets a plus for only giving up the 3, and we'll get the football back, and we've got to churn some time and get points.
You got to get some points. It don't matter if it takes you long or not. We got to go score. And McCabe Cordell with an excellent job of fielding the kickoff last time. We'll see if they kick it medium range again. And here it comes. And they do. McCabe will fair catch at the 27. 1st and 10 Newport. Pretty good field position once again. We've got to just get consistent, avoid those penalties. On the last drive, the penalty was kind of the thing that hurt us. It made it 1st and 15.
I see big 78, 79 go back out there. I mean, those guys are 250, 260, 265. They're nice-sized human beings.
At least they are human beings.
Yes, sir, they are.
McCabe Cordell comes wide left. Charlie and Elston right. 1st and 10 Newport. Carl, no. Pass out to Charlie. Charlie still battling Charlie Bell, 35. 1st down, Newport at the 38-yard line. Gain of 11, 1st down, Newport.
Charlie Bell, I love that play. It's one of those Gus Malzahn plays where you fake the football and look like you're going to run and you have a receiver waiting, so either Gunner could run the football or throw it. New little wrinkle that he has put into his offense, and the Hounds have picked that up. Of course, Donnie Harrison had some training under Gus Malzahn.
Spotted close to the 39-yard line. Carl moves to the left of Gunner.
Yeah, Gunner changing the play here.
Carl Turner, 50. 49-yard line. He was down at the 49, gain of 12, 1st down, Newport.
That's what Gunner Bullard brings to the table, that ability to look at the defense and go, the play that coach has called won't work on this defense, but this play will. Just a simple adjustment, but boy, it's a complex part of the game plan, and Gunner Bullard handles it greatly.
1st and 10 Newport at the Star City 49. Cordell left, Bell and Elston right. Carl. Not much there. No gain, maybe a short foot or so, but just inside the 49-yard line. We'll call it 2nd down and 10 at the 49. 3:30 to go here in the 1st quarter. We trail 3-0.
Hounds' second offensive possession of the night. Beautiful night for football.
Ben Collier in the game. Carl out. Ben with that step of speed. Charlie in motion. Jet sweep to Charlie. Charlie Bell, pretty good gain inside the 42, maybe 41-yard line. 3rd down, Newport. 3rd down and about 3, a short 3, but about 2.5.
I just like it, kid. He plays hard. Yeah. He just plays hard, and I like how he plays. Charlie Bell.
Ball spotted near the 41. Have to get to the 39, so it's a long, about 2.5 actually. Carl Turner back in the game at running back. Could be 4-down territory if it's short yardage. Flag, and you know what that usually is. Our Newport's 2nd penalty of the game, I would think. Probably procedure.
Boy, when it's 3rd down and 2, that's just, wow.
Costly penalty. 3rd and 2, like I said, you're 4-down territory at 3rd and 2 if you can make one each time. But when you get to 7, it's a whole new ball game. They'll mark it back to the 46-yard line.
Two and a half to play. We trail 3-0.
Most likely have to throw the ball now at 3rd and 7. So they were likely going to give it to Carl on 3rd and 2. Gunner fakes and rolls. Got a man. Charlie Bell, cut it up, Charlie. Charlie Bell, 1st down, battling hard inside the 40 to about the 36-yard line. Tough running after the catch.
Well, we faked it to Carl, and Gunner rolled left and found Charlie open, and then Charlie got the 1st down plus on his own. Great call from Donnie Harrison.
1st and 10 from the 37. This drive started at the 27, so.
How exciting it is for me I see Ken Black. He signals the plays in. He's actually a junior high coach, but Donnie brought him up to last several weeks just to signal the plays in. Well, Donnie gets the formation, and Ken signals in the play that Donnie calls.
Carl, boy, played well by those big defensive linemen. 77 and 78 both there, and Carl no gain. Maybe a lost one actually back to the 38. Be 2nd and 11. That's Caps on the tackle.
Minute and a half to play in the quarter, 3-0 in favor of Star City.
Willis out, Kyron in. Kyron line up at a tight end normally. Might be tight end on the left side. Carl, 35-30. Carl Turner, first down, I think at the 26-yard line. First down, Newport.
Hounds moving the football, finding some gaps. Look at Gunnar Bullard. His excitement says, come on, guys, we can do this. Let's go.
First and 10 at the 26. 47 yards on this drive already. Elston and Bell right. McCabe comes out to the left. Kyron tied in on the left. Gunner fakes and in trouble, but he's got some room. 35-30. Gunner 20. Gunner inside the 20. Gain of about 8, I think, probably near the 17-yard line. Can't tell the spot for sure, but a nice gain for a Gunner on first down. I think he got 9. They'll spot it at the 17-yard line. 2nd and 1, Newport. 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. We trail 3-0, but we are threatening in the red zone.
Initially had a little time to throw, but once the protection broke down, the coverage was good. Gunner rolling left. He found an opening. He took it for a big gain for the Hounds.
2nd and 1. Colton Willis in motion. Flag on the play, and we'll see if it's Newport's 3rd procedure penalty of the first quarter. No, our guy's clapping maybe. No, they're going to mark off 5 against us again. 3 procedure penalties in the first quarter.
And we just lined up off sides.
All sides, lined up all sides. Again, go from 2nd and 1 to 2nd and 6, and that's tough. Totally changes your thinking and play call here.
Hey, you got 3 downs to get 6.
Yeah, Cordell right, Elston left, 2 tight ends, Kyron on the left, Willis on the right. Runner rolls, got a holding penalty. It's complete, but the holding penalty will bring that back. Complete to Stafford and Newport with their 4th penalty of the first quarter, and they've been killing us.
Yeah, they throw it at the 30 or the 29. So it'll be 10 from there.
2nd and about 23 for Newport.
We just got to overcome them. You just got to overcome them.
Great execution there, but again, it's coming back. It's Stafford. He's only caught, I think, maybe 1 pass this year on a 2-point conversion, but that was a beautifully executed play. Ball back at the 37. We have to get to the 16. 2nd and 21. Little handoff to Carl. 30. Boy, I thought we had more than that. Really well executed, but we'll get a gain up to about the 28-yard line. 3rd and 12.
Yeah, not a bad call on 2nd and long, and a manageable couple of downs here.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter with your score. Star City 3, Newport 0.
Greyhound football game brought to you by Kirtner Lumber Company at the Newport Air Base and by NEDC, the Newport Economic Development Commission. Cable15TV.com, the website. Lindley Health and Rehab Center. By Sonic Drive-In, the City of Newport, Newport Recycling Center. By Jackson's Funeral Home, our family serving your family. And by the Norman Baker Pharmacy, Mary Davis and crew at 1117 McLean Street. Randy C., Brand Body Shop Collision of the Week. We look for those each and every week here on the broadcast. And
hadn't had one yet.
No, and of course the Coach's Show brought to you by Subway in the Walmart Supercenter. The Sampsons, and they've always got something special. 6-inch sandwiches, foot-long sandwiches, November specials. Some delivery during the week. Give them a call and ask them about the delivery schedule. You know, the Hounds, pretty good drive here. Penalties have hurt the drive, but you're still in position at 3rd and 12 that it's manageable. Very manageable here. So what do you call?
We're going to throw the football. I'm not sure what pattern or anything like that. 3rd down and 12. Let's go to Cordell. Gunner rolls, looks for Cordell. He's in trouble, and he is hit hard. Another big loss on the play back to the 32-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 16. There's a flag?
There's a flag on the 22-yard line, and the Hounds are hollering against those guys. Boy, I hope that's defensive holding.
That's what you would expect in that area, would be holding.
If it is against Star City, I just saw Hayden point that way. There is discussion.
Too long of a discussion. Makes you think they're indecisive. They're going to come talk to the Star City coach and tell him what it's all about. It is called against Star City.
So it was 3rd and 12.
Mark it from the 32 to the 22. It should be holding a 10-yard penalty. We'll replay 3rd down and make that much more manageable. 3rd down and 6, I think. Or 10, actually. Ball spotted at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, holding's always from the spot of the foul.
3rd down and 6 for Newport from the 22. Got to get to the 16. Charlie in motion. Jet sweep to Charlie. Charlie getting to the corner. Fumbled the football, I guess. We've got it inside the 20 at about the 18. We're 4th down and a short 2. It looks like we've got to get to the 16-yard line. Interesting call here for Coach Harrison. Obviously, we're going for it, but what do you call? 4th and 2. We got to get from the 18 to the 16.
Well, the way those guys are crowding in the line of scrimmage, you know, your power set's generally not one that you could run right here, because you're going to have a tough time blocking those 4 guys up front.
4th and 2. Gunner keeps it. Gunner running hard. I think he's got a 1st down inside the 16-yard line. Great job by Gunner getting what he needed to get.
Found a small opening, chiseling his way to the left.
Star City says they've got it. I thought he was inside the 16 and had to get to the 16.
It's short of the 16, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the spot. I thought they had it spotted inside the 16, but they don't.
Yeah, Hound offense looks like they're walking away. It looks like it's short.
They're going to bring the sticks in, but I don't think anybody got a lot of confidence that we made that. Really thought the spot would be inside the 16.
Yeah, it looked like it from here, but
yeah,
who
he's
knows?
short, no doubt. The Bulldogs have held.
Now you got to bow you back. You got to stop these guys. Get the football back. 11-11 to play in the half. 3-0 in favor of Star City. Hounds come up a little short.
Just a little. There are no spot reviews in high school. If there was, we'd be probably using one right there. 1st and 10 from the 16. That's a big old running back, number 4. Strong looking young man. High snap. They give it to him, and nothing there. You see Stafford and others. No gain, basically at the 16-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, a host of Greyhounds, multitude. Ball game brought to you by Harris Hospital. More Than Carrots Commitment, Greenway Equipment Company of Newport, your John Deere dealer, and my good friend Manuel Fuentes at El Puente Mexican Restaurant.
2nd down and 10 from the 16. Like it's taking a long time.
10, 20, 38 to play here in the 1st half.
Quarterback, straight back, rolls to his left, throws it over here to the sideline, way out of the reach of the receiver. 3rd down and 10 for Star City.
Just good coverage by Ben Collier. He's man up right there, and he's on him all the way. So a 3rd down and 10 right here, and you expect a draw, or you expect a screen, or you expect a 12, 15-yard out pattern, a timing pattern. Can the Hounds make a big play here and get the football back in what would seem to be decent field position, or exceptionally good field position, actually?
You would think.
Let's hold them.
3rd and 10, got to get to the 26, or just past the 26. Quarterback throws it out here and complete. We got to make a tackle, and he gets to the other side. Gets a block in the back, and they kid it. There was no doubt there was a block in the back. He's going to be short anyway. We'll decline that and get the punt. A very obvious block in the back.
Yeah, they got it at the 16-yard line, 17-yard line. And the ball goes up to where?
I think we were at the 23, so it's going to be 4th and 3 if we decline.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what
it's a tough call.
It's a tough call.
If we knew what was going to happen on 4th down, we would know. They're going to take it, it looks like, and may not be a bad. We'll see how this play works out. It's hindsight, we'll know.
Well, I mean, if it works out to your advantage, you say great call. Yeah. If it works out to your disadvantage, it's bad. I mean, I like it. I like it because it penalizes them back inside the 10-yard line. These guys got to get to where? The
26.
26-yard line?
Just past the 26.
We're going to get an Oski right here.
3rd and 18 from the 8. Let's get a little heat on this quarterback. Quarterback straight back. There comes the heat. Throws it across the middle. He'll be short of a 1st down. They'll get up to about the 21, so not a lot of difference. We'd take it about 2 yards difference, but they'll have to punt the football. Punt team comes onto the field. You cannot jump. A jump would give them the 1st down here. You cannot jump. Well, actually, they would still be just short.
I hear our guys over there hollering, watch the ball, watch the ball, watch the ball, guys.
There's no advantage to going early here.
None.
Unless there would be a bad snap. That might be the only. But otherwise, there's no advantage. You just
if it's a bad snap, you're not going early.
Yeah.
I agree with you. No advantage to go quickly right here. Stay in your stance.
Low snap, but he fields it well. Short kick. And Hounds will have good field position at the 45-44. Good roll on the turf. 1st and 10, Newport at the 44. 9:45 to go in the 2nd quarter. We trail 3-0.
Well, I think no doubt that the Hounds, the penalties on the last drive were the end of that drive, but you can't line up all sides. You can't have motion penalties. The holding penalties, you just got guys that are hammering down on you and you're trying to make a play. You're just trying to protect your quarterback. You can see those, but it's the unforced errors, the lining up all sides and the motion penalty. And I hear a buzz in my headset.
It's gone now. That's back.
What is that?
I formation for the Hounds. Toss sweep to Collier. Ben Collier, good gain up to about the 48, 49-yard line. Gain of almost 5 on the play, 2nd and 5. Love that I formation with Carl at fullback. 2nd and 5. Ben stays in the game.
Yeah, what makes that offense hard to run is what we talked about a while ago. Man, you got to get man on man and body up on those guys up front. You got to block them out of the hole.
2 tight ends for Newport, only 1 wide out. Up to Collier. Ben, 1st down and more. Ben Collier still on his feet at the 43-yard line. 1st down, Newport.
It does give you an advantage of being able to block down and to kick out, so it gives you some angle blocking there. Pretty good switch by our offensive coaching geniuses.
Don't let them get the big head.
I just think Donnie's just one of those guys that he can just see it, and he takes advantage of every weakness that he sees out there, and he can change during the game. And Mark's the same way defensively.
Ball at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10, Newport.
I thought would be a high-scoring affair. It's turned into be a low-scoring affair at this point.
We stay in the 2 tight end. Roddy in at fullback now. Carl at tailback. Off inside, and there's another flag. Let's see what the call is, offsides or motion Newport. Still discussing it. Still no call.
He's got it. He's just got to make it.
Sideline warning against Star City. Took a long time to make a sideline warning call.
Yeah, you weren't going to mark anything off.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get on these officials. I know it's a hard job to do, but that's one of those deals. You throw the flag and you stay where you are, and you point out there at the official. You just say, hey, you get us the white hat guy, and you do that, and then he says that, and then you keep going. No need for him to run up there and talk and have discussion.
Hounds keep everybody in tight. 2 tight ends, I formation.
Come on, Hounds.
Toss to Elston, excuse me. DeAndre battling hard inside the 40 to about, and still battling out there. Doesn't get any additional yardage, but boy, he was battling all he could up to the 37-yard line, gain of 5 on the play.
Tremendous effort by DeAndre. And, you get in these situations in the playoffs, and not only is it survive and advance, it's also one of those kids understand that if you don't win the football game, that's it. Maybe the last football game you ever play, and it will be for most of these guys that are seniors for the Greyhounds.
3rd and 5 from the 37. We stay in the eye. Carl at fullback, DeAndre at tailback. Toss to DeAndre. Battling, he'll be up to the 35-yard line. Be 4th down and 3 for Newport from the 35. Fourth down.
Yeah, a short couple here.
4th and 2 from the 35. Hounds obviously going for it.
And Star City held us the last 4th down play. Let's see if the Hounds can convert here. You run the long counts, you got to be disciplined enough to stay on sides.
Hounds stay in the eye. Carl, 1st down. Well, it depends on the spot. I think he's going to get a favorable spot near the 32. Not sure exactly where he'd get to, but I think he's got it.
Yeah, he's got him down to the 32, right between the 5.
I don't know about that spot. Yeah, 1st down, Newport.
That's good.
I think the guy put the football down a little bit back from where the spot was. That's one of those left foot, right foot deals, I guess. But 1st and 10, Newport from the 32.
And why do you bring it over to the hash mark there? You leave the ball where the play ends. Correct?
I think so, yes. Yes.
Why do you bring it over the hash mark?
1st and 10, Newport.
Come on, Hounds. Let's go, baby. 7 minutes to play in a half. We trail 3-0.
Gunner keeps those. He's got a man. And incomplete, just a little bit behind Charlie, and he's 2nd down and 10. 6:52 to go in the 1st quarter. We trail 3-0, but driving again.
You don't see Gunner miss that one much. A little bit behind Charlie. It would have been an exceptional catch had he caught the football.
Well, Gunner coming into the night, 61.4% of his completions, just outstanding to say the least.
Yeah, no doubt about that. 6:52 remaining in the 1st half. The Hounds have not scored, but they've held Star City to a field goal. Going again back down into Star City territory. We need to put some points on the board. Drive this thing down there to the goal line for a touch.
2nd and 10. 3 receivers left. Carl holding on to the football just inside the 30-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Bring up 3rd down and 8 from just inside the 20.
Now you got to dig down a little bit deeper in that playbook. And obviously we're going to go for it regardless what happens on third down here. Get you 5 or 6 and get you close to a 4th and 1, 4th and 2.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Carl, the lone running back beside Gunner. Gunner's in trouble. Throws it to Jesse Simmons, and he's not supposed to catch it.
No, that won't work. Oh, he says
It's
a tip.
Tipped, yeah, tip ball. That'll bring up 4th down for Newport, 4th down and 7.
Now 4th and a long.
Hounds will punt it. Try to maintain this field position.
Yeah, 4th and 15 or so.
Will Golden to snap. Good snap, perfect snap. Good kick by Charlie. Takes a good Greyhound roll, and good job by Roddy and the Hounds.
Yeah, it's going to be at the goal
Down
line.
it at the goal line, just outside the goal line. Great job by that kick team. Darren Roddy.
Yeah, all you have to do in high school is touch the ball there. Once you touch it, it is down. It doesn't matter whether the momentum carries you into the end zone, and you don't have to worry about any of that mess. You just touch the football, and it's down right there. And that big advantage for the Hounds here with 5:11 to play in the half. We trail 3-0.
I like Coach Harrison playing that field position here. How about a fumble in the end zone?
I'd like that.
That'd be great. 5:11 to go here in the first half. We trail 3-0, but playing very, very well.
It's cold, isn't it? I can't
My
see.
feet
I
a little
gotta
cold,
stand
but
up.
otherwise I'm good. They spread it out. 2 receivers left,
You
2
okay?
right. Back, straight back. Throws it and got a man open. Complete. Ben Collier with a tackle, but they'll have a first down. Great call from your 1 yard line. They throw it and get about 16 yards.
Now you got to buckle your chin strap right here and hold them down here. First down and 10 for Star City.
That spot at the 20, gain of 19. Excellent call. All their running plays have been stuffed in the backfield, so thought they were safer throwing it than handing it off in the end zone. First and 10 from the 20.
I have no idea what that buzz is. Hope you don't hear it on your TV screen.
Quarterback straight back again. There comes the heat. Throws it up here. Got a man. Complete. Up to the 43-yard line. Star City's throwing the football. Good coverage. We just couldn't look for the football and get up to the 44-yard line. Jesse in, Schultz out. First and 10 from the 44.
How about a pick? How about a pick six?
And off inside the 4. Good job by the Hounds. Stafford, I think, on the play. He gets 1 to the 45-yard line. Second down and 9 for Star City.
Game brought to you by Merchants and Planners Bank. Main office, 2nd Hazel Street in downtown Newport. By the Bell Flying Service. By Farmers Tire Mart. FarmersTireMart.com. George Kell Motor Company. And St. Michael's Place. North Pecan Street.
Second and 9 from the 45. 3:40 to go here in the second quarter. Star City leads 3-0 on a 32-yard field goal. Keith
Washington, yeah, he's coming from free safety.
Little tunnel screen, make a tackle, guys. We run out of bounds at about the 40. Well, he's going to mark him up. Still not know where he's going to make the spot at. Looks like about the 48-yard line. Be third down. Third down and 5. I think they got to get to the 46. They're at the 49.
3:19. Clock stops on the out-of-bounds play. 3-0 in favor of Star City, and we really thought it would be a shootout. It is. It's a defensive shootout.
Yeah. Third and 5.
One-on-one at the top of the screen. They're going to run
straight
the
inside. They get a great block on the corner. Great execution by great blocking on the left side, and they get a big gain up to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Star City.
Well, when they get here, you got to start thinking about trying to hold them to 3. They're down to the 30. 3:10. The clock will start when the chains are set.
First and 10 from the 30. Star City, 2 tight ends. 1 receiver each way, 1 back in the backfield. Motion. And it coming back this way. The running back played well by Worsham and others. Not much there. Maybe a half yard. There's a flag. And that's going to be a bad one against us, I'm afraid. Long discussion by the officials. You're just afraid it's a personal foul against us. Hopefully it's an offsetting one. Only Newport, and that's an intolerable penalty in this situation.
He cannot have it. You know, football is such an emotionally packed game, and you want to play with tremendous enthusiasm, but sometimes you just got to keep you cool.
1st and 10 from the 15. 15-yard personal foul, and that hurts. Let's go defense. We've stopped them down here before. Quarterback talks to the coach and brings the play in from the sideline.
Yeah, we trail 3-0, 2:35 to play in the half.
Number 4. He'll get about 2 to the 13, maybe the 12-yard line. Be 2nd down and about 8 for Star City. 2:15 to go here in the first half. Star City leads 3-0, but they're in the red zone for the 2nd time tonight.
And all 3 of their timeouts remaining here in the half. We need to stop.
Second and 8. Off inside the 4. Played well by the Hounds again.
Colton Willis.
It's going to be 3rd down and fairly long again. We can hold them to a field goal with a 3rd down stop here. They're in field goal range, obviously, but if we get a stop short, well, they'll have to settle for that probably. 1:25 to go here in the 2nd quarter. 3rd and 8. Going to call a timeout. Star City calls a timeout with 1:06 to go here in the first half. So 3rd down and 8. They lead 3-0.
Randy, so important. I mean, it's a big down because you don't want to go down by 2 scores. But even if you do, I mean, the Hounds have shown that they can move the football here. We know all year that we've come from behind. You talked about that in the pregame show. So we're not afraid to be behind at the half. But you'd certainly like to be behind 3-0. And worst case scenario, you hope you're down 6-0 at this point. You don't want to go down 10-0. But even if you do, I mean, you're still 10-0, still a couple of scores away. You're going to have to get a couple of touches anyway. The difference in the football game have been the big penalties against the Greyhounds, both offensively and defensively.
Right, no doubt about it. I mean, I'm sure that yardage will favor Newport at halftime, no doubt. And just got to convert. Once again, it'll be 3rd down and 8 when we resume play here. Star City breaks their huddle, comes out to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 8 from the 13. They got to get to the 5. 2 tight ends, 1 receiver each way. Quarterback, straight back, throws it across the field and incomplete, barely off his fingertips, and that I would expect them to go for a field goal again here. We've still not sent the team in, but they're looking like they're ready to go in.
At the 13, it'll be a 30-yard field goal attempt.
They're going to go for it, it looks like. Try to make it a 2-possession game. They think, well, if we make it 6, it's still 1 possession. So they're going to try to make it 2. Let's go defense. 4th and 8 from the 13. And they get a motion. That'll make it 5 yards further back. 5-yard penalty. See if that changes the coach's decision any. That'll make it 4th down and 13 from the 18. Well, he's going to call a timeout and talk about it.
Yeah. Well, the thing defensively right here, Randy, sees you cannot give up the touchdown here. You just cannot give up the touchdown. I mean, obviously you don't want to give up a first down, but you cannot give up a touchdown in this situation. Great advantage for the Newport defense. These guys elected not to go for a field goal. Probably a pretty good choice, field goal at 6, and then Newport has 1 touch. You just got to, those times points are hard to get. I thought maybe they would try that field goal then, and they may come back right out here and try it. But
they're still going to talk about it, I think.
Not shocked that the Hounds are scoreless up until this point, but I'm a little surprised. Not shocked, but surprised.
1 minute exactly to go here in the first quarter. Star City breaks the huddle, and they looks like they're going to line up to go for it once again. They'll send 2 receivers to the left.
How about a sack, a fumble, and us return it for a touch? I'd take that.
Stay with 2 tight ends, but 2 receivers left. Quarterback, back, pumps, throws it. Complete, and he'll have a first down just inside the 5.
Yeah, against double coverage, and they make a play. Had 2 guys there, just you got to hope to hold them.
First and goal from the 4. 51.4 seconds to go. Star City with a timeout, so time's not a big factor with that timeout. And off to number 4 inside. He'll be stopped short of first down at the 2. Star City. They're not going to use their timeout here. They're still going to run this play. Dave, just so huge we'll get a stop here.
Oh, yes, it would be.
So huge.
Dynamite it would be.
Second and goal from the 3. And off to number 4. And oh, no, actually, the quarterback still got it, doesn't he, at the 5-yard line?
Fumble football.
They'll call a timeout with 16.6 seconds to go. It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 5.
Well, if you run the ball, you're probably going to be tough to line up and get another.
Yeah.
I know if you're Mark Hinsley, you tell you guys, and the guys, if they run the football, stay down as long as you can. I think they'll obviously throw the football and at least have a couple of chances here to complete a pass into the end zone. They can ill afford to have play stop in the field of play simply because the clock would continue to run. 3-0 in favor of Star City. Been a defensive struggle on both ends.
Might roll the quarterback here. He sees the open fielding run, if not throw it. And Coach Hinsley talking to his defense. Coach Rideout was halfway out there as well.
Well, what a difference 16 seconds can make possibly in the outcome of a football game. And I mean, it's not the game, but golly gee, I'd like to go in at 3-0.
3rd and 5 for Star City. 3rd and goal from the 5.
And if they throw incomplete, might go for a field goal.
Yeah, they might at that point. Quarterback rolls left, throws it, got a man open. Touchdown pass to number 18.
Well, they had a tight end. They put a guy in motion. He went right, came back left, and we vacated inside. Didn't have anybody to cover the tight end. So we're going to go down 9-0. Which obviously is not insurmountable. I think this Hound football team is going to score some points.
11.1 seconds to go here in the quarter. First half. Ball down, kicks up in the air. It's good, and with 11.1 seconds to go in the half, Star City leads 10-0.
Greyhound boosters include John Miner Jr. and his farm package, his largest farm package insurance program, Glass Plus, Highway 367 North, Rabo Agri Lending, Bumper to Bumper Auto Part Service, Mark Manning Shelter Insurance, Iberia Bank, Steve and Stacy Headley, class of 1976, Churchman Building Center, Ace Hardware, Larry Lou Allen, Accounting Services, Downtown Newport, Sam's Diner on 2nd Street, Mark and Beverly McGoy Farms, the Saraceni family, Purdy's Flowers and Gifts, B&T Battery, and Howard's Glass Company. Randy C., not what you really wanted, but I mean, at 10-0, you're okay. You just
we're obviously very competitive with this bunch, to say the least.
Yeah.
So.
And again, what is causing that?
It may have been my phone, because when I messed with it, it might got worse. I'll put it in my pocket to see if that matters.
Again, we talk about a 5 seed, and normally if you're 1 seed and you're playing a 5 seed, it's usually a gimme game in the playoffs. But this is this football team right here, and you mentioned it, they have a chance to make a run in the state playoffs, state championship, if they could survive their first round game.
If you beat Dollarway, Dollarway's probably about as good as it gets. So Star City to kick off, look for maybe a squib kick or something. They don't want to give Newport a chance to get a return here. Well, they kick it high and deep. Ben Collier at the 15. Well, Ben will be slung to the ground at about the 20-yard line. Be 1st and 10 Newport from the 20, only 5.4 seconds to go here in the half.
Well, you don't think anything that fancy is going to happen here other than maybe hand the football off to Carl Turner and see if he might have a chance, or to Ben. Ben Collier's the speed guy. Don't think anything fancy is going to happen here.
I wouldn't think so. Carl is the running back beside Gunner. Just look for him to give it to Carl probably. Carl 20. Carl 30. Carl with a good gain up past the 35-yard line, but that's going to be the end of the first half. Your score, Star City 10, Newport 0.
And with the halftime stats, my tag team partner, Randy Klepechka.
Thanks, David. And, of course, as always, thanks to Shane Hutchinson for the play-by-play writing down of these stats. First downs are even, Newport 7, Star City 7. Rushing, Newport leads with 107 yards, Star City 63. Passing, Newport 5 out of 7, but only 33 yards. Star City 7 out of 11 for 91 yards. Total offense, Star City 154, Newport 140. Penalties are very costly for Newport. 5 for 40, that's not terrible numbers, but boy, they've been so costly. Star City 3 for 25, and no turnovers in the first half. Leading rusher for Newport, Carl Turner, 12 carries, 66 yards.
Well, you talk about the penalties, and we talked about it in the broadcast in the first half. The 2 15-yard penalties, one defensively, one offensively, made a huge difference in the football game, because you think maybe the Hounds are going down and scoring. They don't score because of the 15, and they get the 15-yard penalty there. But anyway, the Hounds did have them backed up 4th down and long, and they threw a pass into double coverage, and those guys just made a play. And it's a long road back, and let me say this, you're coming back at Stuttgart or Heber Springs, whoever the case may be, these guys are a lot better football. Yeah. This is a better football team than those guys. But the Hounds have got to play. They've got to be able to score. We've got to be able to score right here, and we kick off to these guys, and we got to hold them. The defense has played pretty well, and, you got a chance, because I like the way these kids play in the second half, and I like the way they respond. But the crowd has been real vocal for us. It can be done. Long road ahead, but it can be done.
It can be done, absolutely, no doubt about it. We're only about 25 seconds away from this second half kickoff. Again, Newport, I think, won the toss and received the opening kickoff, so Star City will get the ball to start the second half. So our defense has got to make something happen. You definitely don't want them to go down there and score and make it a 3-possession game. So we want to get a stop. It would be great to get a turnover, but at least get a stop. Because our offense can move the football on this bunch. Just got to avoid those penalties.
Well, we went to a formation. I'm talking about that I formation, and we're blocking guys down. We're kicking guys out. We're making some move. We've thrown the football, completed some. Not a lot of yards, as you mentioned, but, boy, just a few little penalties in a game like this has been, been really affected, quote, the first half outcome. But I do know this. Randy. You got to play not perfect, but you're going to have to play close to perfect this half to win the football game.
Yeah,
We'll see how it transpires, how it works out for the Hounds.
Charlie Bell will kick off. We got Ben Collier and Darren Biggers, Jordan Neal, Deshaun Anderson, Tyler Asher, Jordan Mabry, Terrell Roddy, Keith Warsham, Will Golden.
Still looking for a brand body shop collision of the week. Donnie will be up and join us, win or lose tonight.
Here's the kick from Charlie. Kick fielded at the 17, straight ahead. Good coverage by the Hounds. Be brought down from behind at about the 33-yard line. Not sure who was on that tackle, but looked like Deshaun Anderson, Tyler Asher, the last two.
Keith might have been there. Keith Washington might have been there. First guy.
Usually is.
You gotta have a defensive stop right here. You can't let them drive down and get points for sure. Come on, Hounds, let's play.
1st and 10 from the 34. Star City with a power look. Motion man. Jet sweep to him around the right side. He gets to the corner and gets around the corner and has a nice gain up to the 44-yard line. I think that'll be enough for a first down. Gain of 10, first down,
yeah,
Star
we
City.
Had guys chasing, just couldn't get there in time, and he did get the corner and makes a good gain. Back it up short of that spot.
They're going to have to bring in the change and measure. He just nose of the football on the 44, but it's very close to a first down. They're going to bring in the sticks.
Every play becomes an important play down the stretch, but you got a lot of wealth of time obviously left and a chance for either team to put several touchdowns on the board. And again, I'm not shocked, but a little shocked that we hadn't scored in the first half. But I mean, realistically, it wasn't like we had a lot of opportunities. We did have a couple of times down in the red zone, or at least one I remember. Chains are going to be stretched, and
he got a first down, gain of 10. 1st and 10 from the 44. We played 15 seconds here in the third quarter. Again, we trail 10-0. We 1st and 10 Star City at their own 44-yard line.
Best fifth seed that's ever played in the playoffs.
I don't think there's any doubt.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
I'll say it again. I used to not think they even deserved to be in it, but this team obviously does. We're talking about fifth seeds not deserving to be in.
Right.
Motion this way, high snap. They've got motion, and he's going to get a nice game. It'll come back. They get 10, they'll get 11 again, but that one will be brought back with a little motion. Don't like the way they're getting 10 at a chunk on this first drive, but hopefully the penalty will help us out there. Well, yeah, there it is. Motion against Star City. Thought that was the call, but then they started lining up at the 45-yard line. I was wondering if they're even going to call it or not. Be 1st and 15 from the 44. No, the 39, excuse me, as he marks off the 5 yards. Gives you an advantage, defense. Let's go. 1st and 15.
Well, their offensive line's just massive.
They're huge.
At 18, the guys split out right there. The inside receiver, who's actually a tight end, he looks huge too.
Yeah, 2 big tight ends. Very impressed with those guys. Motion to the right. Handoff back this way. Carl Turner plays that. So what gets the ball? Straight to Carl Turner. And the Hounds have the football.
Yes,
great job by Carl Turner. Makes a play when he had to have it. That was all Carl Turner.
Got to have a break. Hounds get the big break. You got to turn it into points right here. Hound fans are excited. The Hound football team is excited. Let's punch this thing in, guys. Let's go right here now. Come on, Greyhounds.
1st and 10 Newport from the 23 of Star City.
You give those Greyhounds that little old bone, and they're going to take it and run. Let's go, Hounds.
Cordell Wright, 2 tight ends for the Hounds. I formation, Carl at fullback, DeAndre at tailback. Gunner under center. Toss sweep left to DeAndre, cuts it back inside. DeAndre Delson, 10, 5, touchdown Newport.
Yes!
23-yard run by DeAndre Elston.
And the Hound fans are on their feet. The Hounds are rolling back into this thing. A huge play by Carl Turner and then DeAndre Elston, and all that halftime momentum has swung from their way to our way in a matter of a minute and 1 second.
See what the Hounds do here. Been going for 2 quite often here lately, but they've done some of both. I think we'll go for 2. Yeah, Cordell's going out wide left, so I know we're going for 2.
My apologies for hollering yes, yes, yes.
I'm
just
glad,
excited.
hey.
I'm just excited.
I'm glad you are.
Come on, Hounds.
Go for 2. Cordell wide left, I formation. Toss to Elston. And he'll be swarmed in the backfield. And 2-point conversion fails, but the score is Star City 10, Newport 6, 10:59. We've only played 1:01 in the third quarter.
Well, it's what you hope for. I mean, it's more than what you hope for at this stage
Yeah.
of the game. A minute and a second in, and you cut it to 10-6. Hound defense with a phenomenal play from Carl Turner, and then DeAndre Elston takes it the distance right there. Hounds 10, or those guys 10, the Hounds 6. Come on, Greyhounds, you got to play tough defense again. I'm excited about where we are, Randy C.
Yeah, I think so. I think our defense can make some things happen here.
I'm excited about where we are. Come on, Hound defense. Small crowd on hand, but let me tell you what, those folks they are braving the elements.
And they're pretty vocal, especially there's some group
Yes.
over there on the west side that's really been making a lot of noise. Been very impressed with them.
Yeah, they're loud. They are
I
loud.
can hear them now.
It's playoff football. It's survive and advance. It's lose or go the house. It's all those things that you talk about when you get into playoffs to make a playoff run. I mean, people get excited, and I think everybody that goes in the playoffs, most everybody goes, I think I got a chance. Maybe some of them that maybe 3-7, or like some of them 6A teams where they all get in, realistically don't have a chance if you're 1-9. But most of the teams that get in, especially teams like these two that have to meet in the first round, either one of these teams feel like they can make a run at this thing.
Absolutely.
Some good football team's not going to be playing next Friday night out of this bunch.
Charlie Bell to kick off. Fielded at the 19. Comes this way. Be brought down at the 37-yard line. Gain of 18 on the return. Be 1st and 10, Star City from the 37. See Terrell Roddy, Darren Moore, Darren Biggers. Warsham was there somewhere. We got some young freshmen that we brought up, and there may be one on that kickoff team. I'm not sure.
Come on, defense. Come on, Hounds. We got to stuff them here, Randy C.
1st and 10. Quarterback throws it out, across the middle, knocked down by the Hounds. Is that Carl again?
Carl Turner.
Carl's making, when he wants to play, he is a heck of a player, and he's wanting to play. Can make things happen. 2
big plays he's made defensively here for the Hounds in this half.
Second and 10 from the 38.
Jordan Neal, Jordan Mabry, Deshaun Anderson, Jesse, Carl.
Quarterback keeps it straight ahead. Played well.
Kyron
Stafford. The linebackers are outstanding. Gain up to the 40-yard line. Be 3rd and 8. Let's go, Hound fans.
Cameron with a big stop, and it reminds me again, he wanted to wish his grandmother, Miss Linda Reed, a happy birthday.
Look for Carl Turner here. 3rd down and 8 from the 40. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Tight end comes back to line up at tight end on the right side, number 18.
Somebody's got to cover him, too. You got to cover him. He's blocking.
Right back, pumps, throws it deep. He caught it. Another big play in the passing game for Star City, down to the 20-yard line, gain of 40 on the play, 1st and 10.
Wow, and that guy just, he stretched out, laid out, he just made a sensational catch. Got to hold him, Hounds. Let's go.
1st and 10 from the 21.
On 3rd and 8, another big play from Star City. 9:56 to play here in the 3rd quarter. 10-6 is our score in favor of the Bulldogs.
Several big completions in this game. And they were 7 out of 11 for 91 yards. Now they're up to about 131 yards, 8 of 12. And off the 4, around the right side. And he's going to be inside the 10 near the 6-yard line. Gain of 15, 1st and goal for Star City.
Now it's one of those times where, again, that you got to hope to hold them to 3. He's going to have 1st down and goal. They're down to the 5, maybe inside the 5, right at the 5. He's got to take it down 5 more to get a touch. We need to hold them out. 9.5 to play, 3rd quarter.
About another turnover, guys. Star City again, 1 receiver each way, 2 tight ends, 1 back in the backfield. Here comes balls up in this. Footballs being thrown in our direction. 4 again. He'll get a gain of 4 up to about the 1-yard line. Star City will have it 2nd and goal from the 1. 9 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. We trail 10-6.
5 down to the 1. 8:57 to play. 3rd quarter, we trail 10-6.
Schultz in. 2nd and goal from the 1. Quarterback keeps it straight ahead, and I think he's just short. No indication from anybody. It'll be 3rd down and goal inside the 1. Quarterback's neat, not much there. 8:25 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Again, Star City at the 1, inside the 1. Got to have some penetration from this defense.
Yeah, about a fumble here.
Quarterback again, he's in the end zone. 12 with a 1-yard touchdown run for Star City.
Well, that's a great answer from Star City, and most of that with a big pass where the kid stretched out, made a sensational catch on 3rd down and 8 on a straight fly pattern, the go pattern. Makes it 16-6. These guys will go for 1. You just got to keep battling here. Lots of time left.
Ball's down, kick up in the air, and it is good. And with 8:05 to go in the 3rd quarter, Star City leads 17-6.
Ball game brought to you by Ben Black's Used Cars and Newport Food Mart. Fried chicken at its best at the Newport Food Mart. Robert Turner, 1420 McLean Street, Edward Jones Investment. Dr. Gavin McDowell, where they have a guaranteed contact lens success program at Customized Vision Care. And by Newport Technology Center, your Radio Shack dealer, Anthony May. Your computer's got some bugs in it. He's the Terminex man. He's the termite guy. He's the bug man. He's the killer. He's the killer of all the bugs in your computer. Give him a call at 523-8949, and he'll set up a time for you to bring your computer out, and he'll get her running for you smooth as silk. Anthony May. Subway and the Walmart Supercenter brings you the Coaches Show. They're open Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sundays from 9 to 9. The Sampsons. Brand Body Shop Collision of the Week, still looking for one of those.
Well, David, that catch that guy made down here, that was a tremendous catch.
Yes,
I thought it was going to bounce away or be a trap, and he got it. Huge play.
Yeah, it looked to be way overthrown.
Yeah.
That guy just laid out and got it. 8:05, a lot of time left. The Hounds are going to have to respond. We'll have to find a way to quit giving up big chunks defensively. But we're okay.
Star City to kick off.
Need a good return right here. Need a momentum swing right here in the kicking game.
Well, I don't know what we're doing there, but we'll have it 1st and 10 to the 25-yard line.
We just got to put your offense out there and let's go. 7:55 remaining. Third quarter, we trail 17-6.
I'll be put down at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Newport. I formation again. Turner the fullback, Elston the tailback. 2 tight ends for the Hounds. McCabe the lone receiver to the right. Kyron motion to the left. Toss to Elston. Not much there. He'll get maybe a yard or so. Up to about the 26-yard line. Close to 2 maybe. 2nd and 8. 7:39 to go in the third quarter. Hounds trail by 11, 17-6. Hounds stay in the eye. Now they go back to the spread look. Gunner back. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll have to run it. Be down about the 29-yard line. Going to be a big third down for Newport. Be third down and about 7 from the 29-yard line.
Yeah, Gunner didn't have anybody to throw it to that time. All the receivers were covered, and he got what he could. So a big third down here coming. Third and about 6. Schultz, Bowen, Statler on the right side with Kyron.
Elston right, Cordell left, motion. Make it third down and 11. Costly penalties all night. Not a lot of them, but very costly, every one of them.
6:40, third and 11 now. Third quarter, 17-6 we trail.
Third and 11 from the 24. Now send 2 receivers right, 2 left. Gunner back. Got a man open. Cordell, 40. McCabe wide open up to the 45-yard line. First down, Newport.
Well, great job of blocking by Caleb Statler that time. He's blocking that big 355-pound guy that's committed to the University of Arkansas when he was in the 3rd grade. Not really.
First and 10 from the 41.
Caleb's got his hands full, and he's doing quite well. I mean, he's just doing all he can do to keep that guy out of the backfield.
Hounds in the eye. Carl and Ben. Hand off to Ben Collier. Get about 3 up to the 48-yard line, maybe 2. Be second down and 8 from the 48. 5:49 to go here in the third quarter. We trail by 11, 17-6.
Randy, I noticed how well these guys are coached in tackling and how well they tackle. I mean, boy, they attack and they hit. They usually make the tackle. When those guys are not making the tackle, it's because the Hounds running backs have just had extra second, third, and fourth effort. It's a good tackling bunch, though.
Yeah. Elston wide right, 2 tight ends, I formation. And now back this way to Ben Collier, 50. Outside 45, Ben Collier 40, 35, 30, 25. Cut it up, Ben, 20. Inside the 20-yard line. Hounds back in the red zone. Great run by Ben Collier.
Hounds are not going to go away in this football game, I'll promise you. We are going to battle and battle and battle. And it's a great run and just a pretty good job of blocking down on the right side. Ben got a kick-out block from someone who I did not see who that was from and made a great move on the cornerback over here.
Ben out, gets a breather. Elston left.
I'm going to crowd you here a little.
Cordell right. And stay with 2 tight ends. Carl cuts up. Carl Turner inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. Gain of 6. Good first down play. Makes it 2nd and 4.
You got to concentrate. You got to make sure that you don't get one of those illegal procedure penalties right here. Hurt us all night long. Let's go, guys. Concentrate.
2 receivers left and right.
Hounds are going to win this football game.
Gunner, a little draw play to Carl, 10. Carl Turner, 5. Carl Turner, touchdown. Newport Greyhounds. Carl Turner, 19 yards.
Hounds are going to battle these guys. They're going to battle them. A great answer to an answer. 17-12. Hounds will go for 2. Well, what a call. Gunner, you knew it was going to be a draw, and you just wondered whether it was going to work. You saw it developing from our standpoint. Carl made 2 sensational moves once he got into the secondary, got between 2 linebackers and 2 safeties.
2-point conversion. Hounds line up in the eye.
We need this for a momentum swing. Cut it to 3.
Gunner fakes and rolls. Got a man open in the corner of the end zone.
Yes.
It's complete. Who caught that? Kyron? Stafford. 17-14 with 4:15 to go in the third quarter.
How about those Greyhounds? How about those Greyhounds?
Looking good.
Oh, we're going to have a stop right here. We're going to have a stop. We're going to take it down there and score. We're going to get the lead, and the Hounds are going to win this football game. Nothing like playoff football.
It's
Nothing
great.
like playoff
Survive
football.
in advance.
Our guys are excited. Our crowd's excited. Our color commentators excited. I don't remember being this excited last.
It's been a while, yeah.
Ball game brought to you by Kirtner Lumber Company, by NEDC, by Arkansas State University at Newport, Brand's Body Shop, we say, Cable15TV.com, Lindley Health and Rehab Center, Sonic Drive-In, and City of Newport, the Newport Recycling Center. Oh, we need a fumble here. A Brand Body Shop collision of the week.
We haven't had one yet, really. Charlie Bell to kick off for Newport.
Obviously, these guys got tired last week against Crossett in the second half.
I guess. I don't know what happened there. All kinds of rumors. I don't know. Charlie with a kick. Bounces and goes past him. And he'll field it after fielding at the 2. He'll be buried back at the 6-yard line.
Yes.
Let's go, Hound defense. And the official took a while to blow the whistle there. But anyway, I don't know where they'll spot it at. And the Hound fans are crazy. Come on, defense. They'll spot it at the 5.
He never made it to the 5. Did he?
Well, that's where they're spotting at the 6, actually, past the 5.
Maybe he did. Come on,
Well,
hang on.
When they started at the 1, they made a big drive, so maybe that'll be better. Come on, defense. That's Carl Turner can get a turnover again. He's the guy that can make it happen. And off inside, and they've got another big play. He brought down about the 15-yard line. Gain of 9, be 2nd down and 1 for Star City.
Well, they're going to get some yards. They've been practicing all week, too.
Yeah. That Bud Black always say those guys try too.
They're trying too. 3:44 to play, third quarter, 17-14 in favor of Star City.
2nd and 1.
Led the whole game. Hounds have never led.
And off to number 4. Gets around the corner. He's got a big play. And he's going to go score. And I thought he was out of bounds, but obviously not. A huge play, an 85-yard touchdown run by number 4.
You got to keep battling. You kick them down to the 5-yard line, and A couple of plays later, they've run 95 on us. Oh, my. Oh, my. 23-14.
Star City to attempt the extra point. They'll make it a 10-point game again. Ball down. Kick up in there, and it's good. With 3:18 to go in the third quarter, Star City leads 24-14.
Well, that's the second answer. That's the answer to the answer to the answer to the answer. Shaping up a lot like Newport Osceola football game. I think it was in 92 when the score was 0-0 at the half, and it ended up 30-27 Greyhounds. And Osceola, their 27 points, they scored 27 points in 4 plays. They would score on a long run, and then we would drive it 80, 85 yards for a touchdown. They score on a 90-yard run. We drive it 75 yards for a touchdown. They scored on their second play from 65 yards. We drove it 75 yards for a touchdown. We just kept hanging around, kept answering. We were behind the whole game. Finally at the end, won the football game, made a defensive stop. Reminds me of that game, Randy. Reminds me of that game. I still like our chances. I like the fight in our kids.
Darren Miggers, Jordan Mabry, Zach Alton, Deshaun Anderson, Tyler Asher, all on this front line. Will Golden. Fielded at the 30, 35. McCabe Cordell, he brought down from behind at the 37-yard line. First and 10, Newport from the 37. 3:12 to go in the game. We trail by 10, 24-14.
Our kids are not deflated. Our kids are not down. They know they're in a tough fight right here. They're back and ready to go offensively.
With one receiver each way, 2 tight ends. Carl in the backfield behind Gunner. Carl running hard up to the 40-yard line. Give him 2, second down and 8, Newport.
Yeah, that's a tough 2 also.
Second and 8 from the 40. Hounds have to answer, pretty much have to. Cordell and Bell left. Elston right. 2 tight ends. Carl, nothing there. Maybe a half yard and a big third down for the Hounds here.
Yeah, 2:25 to play in the third quarter. We trail by 10. Not a do-or-die drive, but certainly one that you want to try to get the answer.
Third and 8 from the 40. Hounds stay with 2 tight ends, 1 receiver left and 1 right. Fake, Gunner rolls, in trouble, incomplete. Great coverage by Star City. We'll have to punt the football. 4th and 8 from the 40.
Clock stops, 1:51 to play in the third quarter, trailing by 10. Hounds bring the punting team in. You got to find a way to make some stops defensively here.
Charlie Bell to punt. Will Golden, the deep snapper. Tyler Asher, the up back. Worsham in motion. Charlie with a pretty good rugby punt. Good coverage down there by the Hounds. Be stopped at the 19-yard line, about a 41-yard punt for Charlie. 1st and 10, Star City.
Randy, these guys, we've had them backed up all night long. They just hit it for a couple of big plays, and we just got to buckle the chin straps right here, put the mouthpiece in, and chomp down on it, and let's stop them. Got to stop them. 142, playing the third quarter. Got to get a stop.
Murphy, Schultz, Roddy, Mabry on that defensive front.
One offensive line is big.
Handoff coming this way. Played by Worsham and Mabry. Be a loss of 1 back to the 19-yard line. Second down along 11. 1:30 to go in the third quarter. We trail 24-14.
Nick Murphy in at defensive end now.
Collier, Neal, Worsham, Stafford, Willis, Cordell. Roddy. Quarterback fakes and drops back in trouble. Throws it deep for number 18, and he's got a catch, and he drops it.
And they may call push off on 18.
I wouldn't count on it. We'll see what the call is. A late flag, very late, after he'd already dropped the football. It was on the ground already.
Oh.
Interference Newport, and I don't understand the call. And that's not a good call, in my opinion.
Wow.
Another huge penalty against Newport.
Well, there's obviously some contact there. And the contact, of course, it doesn't matter. I mean, the contact did not make any difference on whether or not he was going to catch it or drop it, and he dropped it. But that is the rule, and the Hounds are going to get penalized for it. No penalty bug once again is been a thorn in the side for the Greyhounds tonight. You got to just keep battling here. You got to keep plugging. Can't quit here. There'll be no quitting these guys.
1st and 10 from the 34. And off inside. 4, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. 66 yards.
Well, the big play. We missed a tackle after about a 3 or 4 yard gain. And Star City takes a big 16-point lead.
Extra point attempt, make it a 3-possession game. Ball down, kick up in the air, and it is good. And with 39.3 seconds to go in the third quarter, Star City leads 31-14.
Game brought to you by the Jackson's Funeral Home at the 1900 block of Malcolm Avenue, by Norman Baker Pharmacy, Mary Davis and Crew, Harris Hospital, More Than Care Commitment, by Greenway of Newport, your John Deere dealer, El Puente, 523-2369. You can call in and drive through and pick up your order. Merchants and Planners Bank, www.mnpbank.com, and the Bell Flying Service, taking care of farmers for decades. Farmers Tire Mart at farmerstiremart.com. George Kell Motor Company, the lead sponsor for Remember When, and St. Michael's Place at 1311 North Pecan Street. Randy C., that's a tough one to swallow there. Well, down 17 makes it very, very difficult for the Hounds, but I think the Hounds will. I mean, you got a quarter. You just got to battle. You just got to fight.
That's all you can do. You got to play hard every down. I mean, that's the story of the whole season, really. Pass interference call. It was highly questionable, but it was made, and can't go back on that now. Here's the kick. We've got a flag on the play, and Star City had to be offsides, and they'll have to kick it from the 35.
.39 seconds to play the third quarter. We trail by 17. A quality, I don't care what seed they are, a quality football team in Star City.
We knew that coming in. There's no doubt about it. Again, a very powerful league down there. Strongest league in the state, I would think. Been jokingly referred to as the SEC West. Arkansas high school football. Kick will go up to the right and go out of bounds, and Hans should get it, I think, at the 35-yard line. 39.3 seconds to go in the third quarter. We trail 31-14.
Well, you got to score, and you got to score quickly. Hounds just haven't had any answers defensively here in the second half. We're there. We're there to make a play, and we just can't get the play made.
Right.
So it's not schematic. Guys, just come on up here and mark it, and let's go.
Spot off the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Newport from the 40. Bell and Cordell left. Elston, Willis right. Carl in the backfield. Gunnar Bullard is your quarterback. And we've got it spotted for play finally. 1st and 10, Newport. Turner, 50. Carl, 45. Carl battling hard up to about the 42-yard line. What effort by Turner.
Yeah,
nice gain of 18.
What effort by 55 for the Greyhounds. Hayden Schultz. He's just getting after folks there. Great hustle by both those guys.
Once again, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Clock is spinning. Gunner back to the left. In trouble. Got a flag down there. Maybe a defensive holding, hopefully. The flag is down at the 30-yard line, and that's usually what you see back in that territory. Penalty will be against Star City. Holding. That'll be a 10-yard mark off. Put it up to the 31-yard line. There's the mark off from the 41 up to the 31. Hounds hopefully be lined up ready to go if they do start the clock here for the 31-yard line.
I remember earlier this year when the team moved it down 10 yards like that, and then it was on a 1st and 10, and they were going to call for a measurement. Well, 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Move it down 10 yards and 1st and 10. Come on, Hounds.
Gunner fakes to Carl. Flushed out of the pocket, comes back this way. Overthrows Carl. Be 2nd down and 10. We've got 8.2 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Well, Kyron was open. We just didn't have enough time to see him. Split the safeties. 8.2, 31-14. We need to score.
Stafford out, Willis in. Willis and Elston go out to the right. Bell and Cordell to the left. Pass out to Charlie. Good tackle by Star City. Charlie was step from breaking away, but he doesn't. He'll be down to the 28-yard line. That's going to be the end of the third quarter with the score. Star City 31, Newport 14.
Randy, I still like the fight in these kids. I've seen it all year long, and you know, we're still fighting right here against a quality 4A football team. And their offensive, defensive lines outweigh us 75 pounds a man.
They're big.
We have 12 minutes to see if we can come from 17 down. A 5 seed. Wow.
We'll see how that league stacks up 1 through 5 in the playoffs tonight. I think they will be as advertised when we see the results. Be 1st and 10 Newport from the, 3rd down and 10 from Newport from the 29. Wardell left, Willis, Bell, Elston right. Carl lines up to the left of Gunner at running back.
Come on, Hounds.
3rd and 10, 3rd and 8. Goes for Carl. What a catch by Carl Turner.
Yeah, inside the 5, down to about the 3. No quitting these kids.
Nope.
I keep watching Caleb Statler, and he's blocking that big number 78. Caleb's what, 220?
Yeah.
That guy's 345. And this guy is an All-American football player. He's a junior. He's already committed to the University of Arkansas. And Caleb Statler is playing his guts out with this guy.
I formation for the Hounds. Turner, Elston. Inside to Carl. Down just short of the goal line. They'll mark him just short. Inside the 1, be 2nd and goal. Speed it up, guys. Get a play going. Second and goal inside the 1. Got a QB sneak. Gunnar Bullard, 1-yard touchdown run. Hounds trail 31-20.
Well, we just keep battling. And now can we get a stop? 31-20. In favor of Star City.
Hounds, I'm sure, will go for 2.
Basically, the whole fourth quarter remains.
Charlie in motion. Give it to him. Charlie Bell. 2-point conversion is good with 11-17 to go in the game. Hounds trail 31-22.
Yeah, that's 9. Randy, you just got to have.
Need to play like on the first drive for Star City when we strip it and score in one play.
Yeah,
that can happen.
Yeah, you got to have something good. We're a couple of scores down. Not likely that we're a field goal kicking team, so we're not a field goal kicking team. So we're going to have a couple of touchdowns, but more importantly, we're going to have to stop them. We're going to have to stop them to have a chance.
The game has turned into what we thought a high-scoring game.
Yes.
10-0 at the half, and that only touchdown was scored with 11.1 seconds to go in the second quarter. So, 3-0 game almost the entire first half.
Yeah, we're up 22-21 here in this half, but that still gives them a 9-point lead because they had a 10-point lead at the half.
Charlie to kick off. He fielded at the 17, dropped. Good coverage by the Hounds. You'll get it up to near the 35-yard line. Be 1st and 10 Star City at the 35. You say Adam Wainwright?
That's what it sounded like. Thought he pitched for the Cardinals.
I think he said Alan Wainwright. Close.
Little brother.
Star City will have it first and 10 at the 35. How about a turnover, guys?
How about a turnover,
How about
my
one?
friend? How about a turnover?
Star City, 2 receivers right, 2 left. Motion this way. Quarterback rolls right, throws it across his body, incomplete. We'll take that, stopping the clock. 11:07.
31-22, we trail. Must get a stop right here. Well, crowd from Star City hadn't been real vocal.
They are really one of the most calm crowds we've ever dealt with. Usually it's crazy over here. Relatively quiet. 2nd and 10. Quarterback keeps it this way.
Misses tackle.
Boy, we missed the tackle, and he gets about 14 yards on the play. McCabe just hold back. About the 49-yard line, 1st and 10, Star City. First and 10 from the 49. Star City's probably going to try to start running some clock here. Their fans asking them to take your time. 25-second clock at 11. And off inside, number 4. Good job by Colton Willis. Neal also on the play.
Flag drop that you're not able to see because it's just on the other side of the yard marker there.
Holding against Star City. That'll be a 10-yard penalty.
He was at the line of scrimmage, so
mark it back to the 39-yard line. Make it 1st and 20. 10:28 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Star City snapped it at 1 on the play clock.
Referees stop the clock to talk about something.
They're trying to decide whether it's 1st down or 2nd down.
I thought it would be first.
It's 1st and 10, correct?
Yeah.
It was first. So
1st and 20.
No, it's 1st down. The officials are trying to change it to 2.
Well, that coach didn't need to be way out there.
That's not right. It was a 1st down play.
Definitely wasn't dead ball, I don't think. It's holding, so.
Yeah, the play didn't even get started, really.
Yeah.
Before they threw the flag. Yeah, 1st down. And they got that right.
They spin the clock, and Star City will run 22 seconds off probably. Milk it the best they can.
Hounds need a big stop. Need a big stop. 1st and 20.
Need a turnover. And off inside to 4. And run out of bounds, and another late hit. We've seen 2 on the last 2 or 3 plays, but no flags.
Penalty.
We've got an injury for Star City, and we'll have an official's timeout for that. There's 9:54 to go in this game. We trail by 9. Star City will have it 2nd down and about 8.
You get 12 on a 1st down play on a running play, and hope this young man's okay from Star City. You never want to see anybody get injured in a game. And well, just look at those offensive linemen. I mean, 78 and 77 and 70. 61. He's a little guy. He's 245.
Player is up. He'll limping.
That's the center. He came out. It didn't come out early, but the last touchdown they scored, he had to come out for a play. He's got his ankle really. Now he's going to get the crowd into it. He's a good cheerleader. I don't blame him. But that guy's probably about 225, and he looks small compared to the rest of them.
Ball's up to the 48-yard line. Actually got 13 on first down. 2nd and 7. Send one receiver left, one right. 2 tight ends. 2 big tight ends. Got inside, and again, we're so close to making a play and just can't quite make the tackle. Willis with great effort. Be 3rd and about 2. Third and 2.
9:47, clock stops because of the out of bounds play.
Third down 2 from the 42. 3. Quarterback keeps it. He'll be very close to a first down. I think depending on the spot, he'll probably have it. Up to the 41-yard line. First down, Star City at the 41. Chance to run more clock for them. Clock's at 9:32 and counting. Not counting, stopped.
It's downhill from here.
Yep.
Hounds trail 31-22, 9:25 remaining in the football game. Clock moving, and Star City doing a great job of milking it.
Hounds need to get a turnover. Out to 4. Jordan Neal works him on the tackle. Gain up to the 37-yard line, gain of 4, 2nd and 6. A chance for Star City to milk clock. 25-second clock has not started yet. There it goes.
$60 back in the football game. He's the center who came off just a few plays ago. He's got a bum ankle. Got a lot of tape wrapped up, but he's out there battling.
4. Gets around the left side, around the corner. Still on his feet, 20. He'll have a first down inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Be 1st and 10 in the red zone for Star City. 4's been a load in the second half.
He has been a load for sure. Hounds are trying hard. We just running out of juice.
Timeout Newport. Coach Hinsley wants to talk to his bunch.
Yeah, I think to give them a rest more than anything else. Let me tell you what, those big old linemen are banging on you the whole football game and coming off and hitting you in the nose and hitting you again and, carrying that big weight on you and a little wear on you throughout the course of a football game. 8:22 remaining, a 9-point lead for Star City. If you could get a turnover,
Yeah.
I'm the eternal optimist.
Yeah, you got to be.
If you get a turnover,
it's certainly possible. There's no doubt about that.
If you're down 28 at this stage of the game, you're going, well, it's been a great season. It's named the seniors. My water has ice in it. Look. And it didn't have when I got it.
It's cold, especially out by that window. Star City 1st and 10 from the Newport 19. Again, 8:22 to go in this game. 4. Oh, excuse me, make that 5. Up to the 16-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7.
Kyron.
Kyron Stafford on the tackle. Star City really able to milk a lot of clock on this drive. Just what they wanted to do.
Yeah, they have 2 goals in mind: milk the clock as much as they can and get points.
All right.
And a touch. They're not just trying to run it out; they're trying to score.
We're going to timeout. 25-second clock was down to almost nothing. Star City will call a timeout. Talk about this. We have 7:38 to go in the game. Star City leads 31-22.
Well, you get in the playoffs and you hope to make a run, and sometimes you just gotta have some luck, and you gotta have some things that go good for you in a ball game when things aren't going well. Something that turns it around, and I mean, like another fumble or just a real weird or a strange play that can get you back in. We're in the football game, but you got to have something good to happen, because these guys obviously are just marching it down there 3-4 yards at a time, and that's all they care to get, and they want to put points on the board. But they're a quality football team, and the Greyhounds are too. And just a shame that you have to
play in the first round.
Yeah.
Getting a good bracket's part of this thing as well. There's no doubt about it.
Always has been.
Absolutely.
Always has.
Remember the 08 team of ours that really got a good
Got
draw.
a great draw.
We got Ball Knob and Gravett and Heber Springs.
Yes, got a great draw.
Off inside to 5. He'll have a first down, be 1st and goal at the 8. And Star City just doing a great job of getting 5 or 6 yards, milking that clock.
A late flag came in. Could be a face mask penalty against the Hounds. One of the kids from Dumas from Star City is indicating so. And then more discussion.
They're going to move it half the distance goal, what they're going to do. They'll mark it at the 4-yard line, be 1st and goal from the 4. Schultz in. The defensive front. Mabry out. 7:30 to go in this game. And off to number 5, very near the goal line. I think he's in there. Touchdown, 4-yard run by number 5. Makes a score, Star City 37, Newport 22.
Well, just an excellent football drive by Star City then.
Still a 2-possession game. An outstanding kicker, number 30.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Ball down, kick up in there, and it is good. And with 7:09 to go in the game, Star City leads Newport 38-22.
But it wouldn't surprise me if the Hounds could score a couple of times. I just don't know if we have enough physical ability at this stage to hold those guys. They're real good. They're just what I call heavy, and they pound on you. They're just pretty good up front.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
But our kids will fight to the very end, I can promise you that. It's down by 16, which is 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions. Stranger things have happened.
No doubt.
Come on, guys, let's
Get
roll.
this thing going. Let's go. No point in this. That's what causes the buzz is my phone.
It is.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, just heard it when you pulled it out, wasn't it?
Yep. Got to keep it in the pocket. 7:09 to go in the game. Hounds trail 38-22. About to receive the kickoff. Again, this was a 10-0 game at halftime, so Star City has won the second half 28-22.
Come on, Hounds, let's go.
Cordell fields it at the 26, 30. McCabe outside 35. Be brought down near the 35-yard line. Be 1st and 10 Newport from that point.
Well, the Hounds are going to have to score quickly.
They'll spot it at the 34-yard line.
I still like our chances.
The eternal optimist.
Well, if they're going to give us some time on the clock and they're going to say that the game is 7 minutes before it's over, it can happen.
Gunner. Hand off to Carl. 45-50. Carl runs over somebody up to the 44-yard line.
It can happen.
Gain of 22, 1st down, Newport. Carl well over 100 yards tonight. 16 to 1,700 yards, another great season for him. Over 4,000 yards for his career, one more year to go. Gunner rolls right. Got Elston. 40. DeAndre, he stopped about the 37-yard line, gain of 8.
Get on the ball.
Now, got to speed it up here, 6:35 to go in the game. Two receivers left, two right. Gunner's in trouble, throws a little bubble screen to McCabe. Cordell, 30, inside the 25 to the 23-yard line, 1st down, Hounds.
Keep plugging, Hounds. Let's go, keep plugging. Keep plugging.
1st and 10 from the 23. Gunner rolls left. Got a man. Tipped at the last minute. Had Charlie down there, but the last minute tipped by Star City.
Well, it stops the clock. Gives the Hounds a little breathing time to regroup here. 6:06 to play, 38-22. You never know. You never know.
Not over yet. 2nd and 10. Willis, Bell, Elston all right. Cordell left. Gunner. Screen to Carl. 20. Carl inside the 15 to the 14. 3rd down and short for Newport. They'll bring up 3rd down in about 2, I think. Gunner back. Flushed out. 15. Gunner 10. Gunner inside the 5. Gunner battling hard and out of bounds inside the 5. 1st down, Newport. Got to believe.
You got to believe in these kids. You got to believe in them.
1st and goal for Newport Greyhound.
Come on, Hounds.
First and goal from the 4. Again, Gunner got out of bounds, which really helps. And as you said, regroup.
25-second clock not started yet. Or maybe they started it and they didn't run it. Yeah, 25-second clock never ran.
Jet to Charlie.
Touchdown.
Touchdown Newport.
Atta
Easy
boy.
4-yard run. Now we need a 2-point conversion
You have
desperately.
to get a 2-point conversion here, don't you? You have to get a 2-point conversion to have a chance to you just
And who would ever thought the way the first half went that the second half would be like this? 38-28, 5:24 to go.
no quitting these Greyhounds.
Nope. We've known that all year from the beginning. Hounds are confused, it looks like. Hopefully.
No, the deal is
Oh.
they're asking to reset it. We have a new clock keeper this week.
Hounds go for 2. Got Willis. 2-point conversion is good. It's a 1-possession game.
Yes, yes, yes. I like her chances,
Yeah.
Randy. See,
Not over
anything
yet.
can happen in this old game. Anything can happen. You got to get a stop. You got to have something good to happen. Our fans that have stayed they're getting entertained with a heck of a football. They're on their feet. They're cheering these kids, and man, just just it won't go away.
38-35, 24 to go. Just need a big play defensively. And we've only had one in the second half. It's been a struggle defensively, but time for a big play here.
Have you ever done a game in the press box that you remember? I know where you can see your breath as much as you can see it tonight.
I don't remember one. I'm sure it's below freezing now, and I can only remember maybe one or two games.
Water froze up.
The Gravett game back in 08. Again, we talked about the wind game when I was in the stands that year. Didn't have any job except for being a fan back then in 91.
Well, we quickly discovered your talent, sir.
Hadn't had the job since 92.
As a matter of fact, we've got a program coming up that we're going to salute Randy coming up here in the next week or so, and I pulled out the Jonesboro game the first year, and your first comments, you were glad to be on the broadcast. And let me tell you a little bit about myself. So I've been here 8 years, I've been a fan, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, I got that footage. It's going to be a great program.
Charlie Bell to kick off for Newport. Collier, Anderson, Moore, Neal, Mabry. Onside kick, and Star City will field it. They'll have it first down at the 48-yard line.
You just got to hold them.
Yep.
Oh, for a turnover here.
Hounds do have 2 timeouts. Of course, we're not to that point yet, but when we get there, used one defensively earlier. Of those Hound fans over there.
On their feet and excited.
Star City wants a timeout. They're going to talk about this. Star City uses their second timeout of the second half. They'll have 1 remaining.
Again, Randy, you just got to have something good to happen.
It can. A long way to go here.
Just cold, isn't it?
It's pretty cold.
Pretty cold.
My feet are cold and my
feet are cold.
face is cold, but the rest of me is pretty warm. Well, not pretty warm, but fairly warm. Not bad.
Yeah, there's nothing pretty warm on me. Guarantee you. Dan Klopechka.
Let's go defense. Make a play, guys. Out of Carl Turner taking the handoff in the backfield. He's lined up at the left defensive end. And off inside. Nothing there, and
yes.
Carl Turner's excited. Loss of 2 back to the 46-yard line, 2nd and 12.
Stranger things have happened.
Second down, 12 from the 46.
Come on, defense.
Four. Big third down play.
Oh, boy. Hats off to the Greyhound fans.
Yeah, there's some great fans over there. And there's a group over there. I don't know who they are, but hats off to those guys for sure. Maybe a student group, hopefully, or something. I don't know. Over there close to the band. They've been rowdy all night. Third down and 10. They'll light that quarterback up here. I think they will try to throw it probably. Quarterback rolls right, sets up, throws it for the sideline.
Intercepted! Yes!
Keith Worsham!
Yes, sir! Point it, yes, sir! Intercepted Greyhounds! Is there a penalty somewhere? No penalty, I don't think.
Jesse signaled holding against Star City, so that'd be our ball.
How about those Greyhounds?
Keith Worsham's 4th interception of the year.
Stranger things have happened.
Let's go, guys. The 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. 3:52 to go in the game.
You don't have to get a huge
No.
play. You just got to make a lot of good plays here down the stretch.
About a screen pass to Carl Turner. Intercepted.
Wow.
One of our few, I think only maybe 4 or 5 interceptions all year.
.346 remaining in the football game. Just a big pick by those guys.
First
Wow.
and 10, Star City at the 38. Officials timeout here.
Working on the chain gang here a little. Wow, we had a chance.
Yep.
We had a chance. You still got 2 timeouts, but man, oh man, oh man. Has this been a long second half, time-wise?
Isn't that the way it goes every game?
Yeah.
Second halves drag out forever.
Hour and 15 minutes. Already. I hear that.
Yeah. Got it out of my pocket.
Isn't it something? A little interference, isn't it?
What's going on? Is something with the chain?
Well, one of the chain. They're working on the chain.
The Star City players sure got excited on the interception and may have accidentally done a little damage to it. Hound fans still on their feet battling. Our defense still raising their hands up in the air. Hounds coming after it. You just got to go for broke now.
Yeah, absolutely. You sell out.
Yeah, if they break one, they break one, but you got to sell out and make a play. And off to number 4. Boy, played well. That Worsham, he's a player, I'm telling you. Hounds still with 2 timeouts, so we could still get this ball back with between 2 and 3 minutes to go. We'll use it after this play, I'm sure, if we get a stop here.
.310 clock moving, 20 play clock down to 5 now.
Up to 5. Played well. Call timeout. Willis is hurt. Made the play. Like his hip or something's hurt.
You got to call timeout, guys. Y'all, they're over there discussing it, and they need to call it. Yeah. Saw Donnie and Mark discussing. I mean, no doubt you have to call one there.
Willis is up and hopefully all right. Yeah, he's limping a little bit holding that left hip, but he's going to be in there and still playing. Be 3rd down and 14, 2:51 to go in the game. Hounds trail by 8, but one timeout left. We can get the stop here. We can get the ball back with about 2.5 minutes to go.
Well, at 3rd and 14, you hope they throw, and you hope they throw incomplete.
Yeah.
Or we pick.
All at the 42-yard line. Once again, 3rd and 14 for Star City. How about it, Greyhound fans, one more time?
.251 to play. We trail by 8, 38-30.
2 tight ends, 1 receiver to the right, 2 backs in the backfield. They hand it off to 4, and he busts one, and he'll have a 1st down and more. 30, 25, 20. Out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, they had the right play call
Yeah.
against the defense that we had. And it's a guessing game because you don't know when you call the play. You just hope that.
The Hounds with only 1 timeout here, so Star City can use quite a bit of clock. They will definitely run the ball from here on out, I would think. 1st and 10 from the 15. Two tight ends, 1 receiver to the right, 2 backs in the backfield. Off inside to 5, and he'll have it up to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play. Be 2nd and 5 from the 10.
And you see anything can happen. I'm being the eternal optimist as I am. I mean, you just gotta tackle the football. You gotta grab, try to strip the football here. Brand body shop collision of the week. We didn't see one all night long, but we'll talk about Brand Body Shop here momentarily.
4. We dropped at the line of scrimmage. Hounds probably use a timeout here maybe. 1 more to use. We'll let it run here and use it off after the next play, I guess. 3rd and 5.
Auto body repair at its best. Brand Body Shop. Great quick service at Brand. Come see Mike Brand and crew and get rolling again. We don't have a Brand Body Shop collision of the week tonight, but the one that ended last week's ball game will qualify since we'd already given the Brand Body Shop collision of the week. That was the Brand Body Shop collision of the year by Colton Willis.
3rd and 5. 4. All Hounds will call a timeout here, and it'll be 4th down for Star City. I would think they might kick a field goal to make it a 2-possession game.
Well, it's cold late in the game, and you got to think about if you're the coach from Star City, you go, if they block it, I think they'll go for it. And if they don't make it, I think they say, well, you know, they're way down here. Surely, goodness, they think they can hold.
1:17 to go in the game. And I think that was their last timeout.
.117 to play in this one, 38-30. You still got a chance if you got a chance.
Yeah, 4th down and 1 from the 6. Get a stop here. Anything could happen with the threats that we have. Just got to have a stop here. This is the game here, no doubt about it.
4th and 1, is that right?
We can be the eternal optimists all we want, but we don't get a stop here. I'm afraid we'll,
No.
have to
I'll
stop.
quit being optimistic
Yeah.
after that.
4th and 1 from the 6. Just got to sell out, guys. Quarterback goes up under center. We don't jump, fortunately. They're going to have to call a timeout. They were trying to get us to jump real quickly. They don't, so Star City will call a timeout, their final timeout. In there at the 6-yard line, 4th and 1.
It'll last forever, isn't it?
I think so. And a long second half after a pretty efficient, quick first half.
Putting a different personnel group in there. And there's the field goal kicker.
Yeah, the field goal. Well, he's out there. I'm not sure he's not lining up as a kicker, though, I don't think. Or maybe he is. Yeah, he is. They're going to attempt a 24-yard field goal to ice it.
Would that not be pretty incredible if we blocked that thing and ran it for a touchdown?
Yeah. And Carl Turner's lined up on the outside. He's a guy that could do it. Be a 23-yard field goal attempt for Star City. And they've been flawless in their kicking game. Every extra point's been good. 32-yard field goal was good.
I think the referees are asking to maybe put some more time on the clock. I don't know for sure. Yeah, they call up to the booth, and
yeah.
Coach Haynes comes over to the booth and gives the information to the clock keeper. Like Shane, I like that they're going to try to kick a field goal here. If they make it, they make it.
He set the clock to 1:17. Added 2 seconds on there.
We may need it.
Snap, ball down, kick up in the air, and it looks good, and it is good. And hand it to those guys. They got an outstanding kicking game. 23-yard field goal.
That makes it 41-30. With a minute 12 to go, they'll have to kick to it. I mean, I'm still not conceding. I'm not conceding. If Star City holds on and wins the ball game, they'll advance. We'll hope to have Coach Harrison on. We'll have Coach Harrison on, then you and I will come back for just a couple of minutes and talk about our run. We've had a good run ourselves.
Carl back deep, along with Charlie.
Would you get excited if we ran this all the way in for a touchdown?
Oh, yeah. Still got it in me.
Look here. You get it? Thanks, Shane. You know, you get a crew together that you like. Randy and I have been 19 years. Shane, how long have you been aboard? 8 years. 8 years for Shane. 4 for Dan. 8 years.
Here's
Thank
the kick.
you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Carl Turner, 13. 25, 30, 35. Carl still battling past midfield. What an incredible effort by Carl inside the 50 to the 48-yard line.
Oh, the folks from Star City are leaving.
I'm telling you, and I don't mean this disrespectful, but they're the most passive group of visiting fans we've ever had for an exciting game like this. You know.
They have been real loud. Been very respectful.
Yeah.
Just hadn't been real. I really thought they'd be more passionate about their team.
Absolutely. And, you know, this is just more evidence how many of them are leaving already.
Yeah, they're wholesaling out of here. But that's okay. They deserve to.
1st and 10 Newport. Elston, incomplete. Near the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 10 Newport. 57 and a half seconds to go in this game. Again, Hounds trail by 11. I wish they don't have the class on theirs. Yeah, they do. They got whether they're seniors or not, I didn't realize that was on there. McCabe Cordell, Gunnar Bullard, Will Golden. We'll try to get through these. DeAndre Elston. Here's the play. Gunner straight back. Flushed out of the pocket. Complete. These Hounds are still battling.
They're battling. They're battling.
Willis
They are
on the
battling.
reception. DeAndre Elston, we got him. Charlie Bell, Keith Warsham, Denver Smith, Colton Willis, Terrell Roddy, Kyron Stafford, Tyler Asher, Hayden Schultz, Jesse Simmons, Cordray Whitmore. Hope we got y'all. Congratulations to all those great seniors. Gunner back. Throws for the corner of the end zone. Carl Turner, and incomplete. Be second down and 10. 38.1 seconds to go.
Well, the attitude that's been instilled by this coaching staff is play to the last play, play to the final whistle. Our kids are still out there trying to win this football game with 38 seconds to go, playing with a lot of determination, a lot of heart. We'll give Star City credit where credit is due. They're an excellent football team. They're well coached. Their fans are well mannered. They've got a good football team.
Second and 10. Gunner straight back. Flushed out to the left. 30, 25. Gunner out of bounds. Inside the 25-yard line. 28.8 seconds to go. Hounds still battling inside the 25 to the 24.
Enjoyed watching this team play, Randy. I think they're
A special senior class, I know that.
Yes, it has been.
Yeah, we followed those guys since fourth grade Pee Wee.
Quality kids. Shane
Knew they
said,
were
yeah.
special. Reverse. We drop it. Schultz falls on it, and that'll probably won't be able to get another playoff now. Hounds' first fumble of the game. Retained possession of it. Clock down to 10 seconds. Gunner straight back. Just throw it for the end zone, Gunner. He does. In a crowd. Incomplete, and Hounds will get one more play. And there was still a lot of time left on that clock.
Oh, yeah. Shane, thank you, my friend. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Shane. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, the clock runs out on us, even though we should have gotten another play there, but that's okay. Are they going to come back and give us one? I think they are.
Well, they need to give us a play. I mean, there's no doubt there was over 1 second left, and Star City people are already on the field. So,
No, I think they're going to call it
Yeah.
a football game. Star City wins it 41-30. And Randy, your final thoughts just on this game?
well, just an outstanding battle by these Hounds. Keep battling and battling. This is a great quality football team. We knew coming in they was the best fifth seed we'd ever seen. So, the main thing to take away from this, the battling, the never quit attitude of the Hounds.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We'll have some final thoughts coming after Coach Harrison will come up and join us, and then we'll take a break, and then Randy and I will end it up. Coach Donnie Harrison joins us after the football game. And, Donnie, I'll tell you this. You and I talked a little bit before we got on here. You lose a football game, but you can't be any more proud of a group of Greyhound kids. We fought the whole night long.
We did.
I'm down our field, look at some of those guys. They're big.
We knew going into this the size of the kids they had, that they were going to run the ball up the middle, that's not. We've talked about it before, David. You and I have talked about it before. That's not our strong suit.
Right, absolutely.
I mean, we're the smallest team, no matter who we play.
Right.
I don't think there was one team this year that we played where we weren't, just completely outmatched on size on the D line and the O line. And these guys, I think, was the worst matchup we've had all year long, and that includes Helena. Very comparable, in my opinion, to Sylvan Hills. How big they were, how fast they were, how many playmakers they had, and it was just a bad matchup for us. It really was because of the size of the guys they had. And, you saw in the second half, they weren't trying to throw the ball.
Right.
They were running the ball between the tackles, and because that's their bread and butter. I mean, the smallest guy on their line, I think, was 270.
Right.
And, they got behind those guys, and it was tough. But our kids fought so hard. I'm so proud of them. They never quit. They never quit, and there was no quit in them, and they just kept scratching and clawing. And before you know it, we're 10 points down again, and then before you know it, we're only 8 points down. I mean, we just kept fighting. And I can't say enough about these guys.
Well, we were trailing by about 16, and we had to get 2 touchdowns, 2-point conversions.
Yeah.
And we cut the lead to 38-30.
Yeah.
And got a pick.
And we got a pick.
And we go, golly gee.
Yeah.
And hey, listen, Coach, I'm telling you what. The kids' play and the effort that they gave is a reflection on you guys.
Yeah.
It's a reflection on how y'all coach and how y'all teach, because they have that attitude. I'm talking about with a minute to go in the game, they're still thinking we got a chance to win the game.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a reflection of you guys.
Right. I mean, they're not going to quit. And, we talk to them all the time about, I know I've said it before, focus on your specifics and not your circumstances. We don't focus on what the score is. We focus on the play that's called, the job that we have to do while the play is being called, and, all that kind of stuff. But, again, it's just losing such a great group of seniors, and it's horrible to lose it the way we lost it. And but I feel so bad for those guys. This was their last game, and golly, man, some of these seniors made some big plays tonight.
Oh,
some
man,
big
did they
plays
ever?
tonight. And,
Effort,
yeah.
Coach.
I mean,
just
we
effort.
talk about it all the time, attitude and effort. You have to have, great effort and a championship attitude. And we had it all year long.
Right.
From being down, 21-0 at halftime at Stuttgart to being down late in the game at Heber Springs. I mean, our attitude was all we had to do was play.
Absolutely.
That's all we had to do was keep playing. We just had to keep figuring a way out. We had to keep playing, and losing those 2 games early on, we went from 2-0 to 2-2, and a lot of other people, David, would have given up. A lot of other people would have packed it in and got the, what we call the poor me's. And we came back here and played a good Lone Oak team, and we beat them, and then we went on a winning streak, and that's what we wanted. We wanted to get on a winning streak, and it's just, it was just a bad matchup for us tonight. I cannot say that any different. I mean, they didn't come out here and try to throw the ball all over the field like CAC. They didn't come out here and try to do this and that. They came out here and they outweighed us.
Well,
3-1.
Yeah, lots of times 100 pounds a man.
Yeah, I mean, it was 3-1 on the offensive line versus our defensive line. And, I mean, there's a couple of those guys. I mean, we got Jesse. Right. There's a couple of those guys that made Jesse look small.
I watched, and Caleb's not a senior, but I do want to talk about Caleb Statler. He was trying to block it big 78, and let me tell you what, to watch his effort, giving up 100 pounds to that guy. And that guy's an All-American football player, and they said can sign anybody in the country committed to Hogs and ball. But let me tell you, this kid gave tremendous effort, and not only him, but our whole offensive line. Our kids just played hard, and that's all you can ask them to do.
No, you can't ask for anything else. Just like, there was a handful of times, David, in the second half that Caleb Statler was left on that kid man-to-man.
Right, absolutely.
And I'm going back and thinking in the second half, just right now, with what you said, I don't know if that guy made a play in the second half.
I don't think he did either.
And he lined up over Caleb all night long.
Yes, sir, he did.
And, again, there's a kid that shows up every day, doesn't complain, doesn't say a word, listens to the coaches, and gives great effort, and that's why he plays.
Absolutely.
And that's why he earns a spot, and he's a player. So,
Coach, 8-3. You never want it to end, but it has to end with only going to be one state champion. And those teams that win their last ball game of the year that are happy about it are the ones that don't go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
They didn't make it in, but they won the last playoff game.
Yeah.
But let me say this: I think it was a great year. I think it was a great effort. You and I get together here next couple of weeks when things settle down a little bit, and we'll do a year-end show.
Yeah.
And anyway, conference champs.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, that's something to hang your hat on around here, brother.
Absolutely, and we're really proud of these guys. But, the nature of the beast is it starts again.
Absolutely.
It starts again.
New cycle, doesn't it?
We're moving up 18 young men to play football as ninth graders that are going to become sophomores. We're going to say goodbye to these seniors, but, the old saying is it's all the same, only the names change.
That is correct.
And we're starting over again, and this coaching staff's going to start putting together the best football team that we can put together next year. And we're going to take some time off, but it won't be long. We'll get back to work at off season.
Donnie Harrison, congratulations on a great year. And let me tell you this, my friend. Listen, I'm glad you're my football coach.
Well, I can't say enough about, number one, the community. And how they've rallied around us, and how the community has responded. And, I tell people all the time, and people don't believe me, no matter where we go on the road, I swear we outnumber everybody.
Absolutely.
And our fans travel from here to wherever, to standing in the rain in Stuttgart, and all that. I mean, they're the best fans in the world. I can't say enough about
Well, last year at
everybody.
Arkadelphia.
Oh my gosh, that Arkadelphia game last year was horrible, and our fans never
They were
left.
there, and
I
they were loud
cannot-
tonight. They were loud
Yeah,
tonight.
I just and number two, our administration from Dr. Bennett to Coach Black,
Sure.
to everybody
Yeah.
that has anything to do with how the school is run. They support us 100%. I cannot say enough about how these young men are taken care of.
Right.
And we have a great situation here. We opened up a brand new stadium this year. Every day I come to work and something new. They're building it.
That's
They're making
right.
it better.
Yeah. Pretty neat, isn't
There's some neat things going on here, and it's going to be the future's really bright for this program.
Yes, it is.
Next year will be our last year in 4A.
That's right.
And we'll be moving down
That's right.
and playing the competition we
need to
should
play.
be playing. But man, there's a lot of neat stuff, and I'm so lucky to be here.
I'm looking
I'm
forward
so
to
lucky to be a Greyhound, and I love being here. My family loves being here, so it's
Well, we appreciate
it's
you
sad,
being here,
but
my
I'm
friend.
yeah,
Appreciate
it's
you being
sad,
here.
but we got to move on, and
Gotta
we'll
move
be
on.
okay.
Donnie Harrison, head football coach and athletic director. I'm going to join Randy Klepeczka next, and we'll close it down. Well, I wanted to end it with my tag team partner, Randy Klepeczka, for the last 19 years, and been in the broadcast booth. And Randy C., overall, let's talk a little bit about the year that we had this year. It's a pretty special year. We won a conference championship in our last year, but talk a little bit about the year.
Well, the conference championship's a big thing, obviously. Hadn't won one since '07. I think two in this, I guess two in this decade or this century,
Right.
I guess you might say.
Yeah.
So it's big to win one and get that, behind us. But it's been a great season. You hate to always lose it on a game like this. But anyway, unless you win a state championship, you're going to lose that last game, as we always say.
Well, that's what we talked about. Yeah, Donnie.
Yeah.
Or you won one and you didn't go to the playoffs.
Yeah. We don't want that.
You didn't.
Especially after 28 straight years here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know this. When great things come to an end, and that conference streak's going to come to an end someday.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're going to drop down AAA, for sure.
Yeah, who
It
knows,
may
but
not. But anyway,
Someday it will.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being not just a great Greyhound, but a trooper. And we talked about on the air tonight that first broadcast that you have. I could feel the enthusiasm. I could hear the enthusiasm in your voice. I know you're excited to be asked to join me in the broadcast booth. 19 years is a long time, through thick and thin, through good and bad, through great games, through not so good games. But it's been a pleasure for me. I'm honored that you've been my tag team partner for a long time.
Well, it's been great to be part of it. I'll never forget when I was asked. I mean, it was a dream come true for me, and never thought it would last 19 years. And it's 224 games tonight.
224.
It's been a long time. I think I figured it up. The Hounds are 142 and 82 during that time frame, so that's pretty good going to the playoffs every year. So it's been a dream come true, and I'm so appreciative of you and Bud for asking me to be part of that.
Well, I'm appreciative too, sir. And here is a plaque that I got Cheryl Malden to do this for me. Newport Greyhounds, 1996-2014. Let me tell you something. Thanks, Randy C. 19 years. He's going to go score. I've heard you say it 1,000 times. And I put what I consider the most famous quote that you ever said as a Greyhound broadcaster. Go down, Cormaine. Go down. Randy C., on behalf of Cable 15 TV, there's the picture that had Cheryl take of us the other day. I thank you. I love you like a brother. I have been honored, my friend, to share this booth with you for the last 19 years.
Appreciate it, David. Thank you
Randy
very much.
Klepeczka, my tag team partner. Until next time, for Dan Klepeczka, for Shane Hudson, for my tag team partner, Randy C., I'm David Black. So long, everybody.